Hello, everyone. It's one of my daft live streams that's come up with at the end of the day. I just, sometimes when I'm on my own and I'm feeling a bit down, I like to go through the sight and sound greatest films of all time. I can't do that share screen thing, so I can't show you what I'm talking about. But if you can find it, bfi.org.uk stroke sight and sound stroke greatest films of all time. And what they've done is they've put their 250 best films as voted for in the 2022 poll, when they ask critics and people around the world to pick their 10 best films. And they've got a list of the 250 best films according to that poll. And what they've done is they've grouped it in blocks of 3 across the page. So I while away my time, ranking those 3 films in that block. And that's what I'm going to do, just for a laugh. I know that some of you are expecting more, constructed videos, but I'm just not with moving house and everything. My brain's all over the place. I can't do those videos at the moment. I can't get myself in the groove, So this is just going to have to do for the time being. Let's see if anyone's watching. No one's watching. Oh, 3 people are watching. Hello, 3 people. So I'll just carry on. So at the top here, the equal 243rd is Born in Flames by Lizzie Borden, Pandora's Box by G.W. Pabst, and Sullivan's Travels by Preston Sturges. Well, that's easy for me. I'm going to pick Pandora's Box by Pabst because, I've never seen Born in Flames by Lizzie Borden. And Sullivan's Travels, I don't get on with that film. I remember going to take a friend of mine to see that movie. And, I'd never seen it before. And I wanted to get him into old movies. He only watched modern movies. So I took him to see it, black and white sort of screwball comedy from the 40s. And he hated it, really hated it. It was a bit of a difficult day, really. And I didn't really enjoy it much either. But so Pandora's Box is an easy winner there. Let's see if anyone's playing along. Playing along. No, we've got 9 viewers and a like, but no one's playing along yet. Okay, on to the next group. Still equal 243rd. We've got Annie Hall, Woody Allen, Earth by Alexander Dovzhenko, and My Darling Clementine by John Ford. Well, I'm sorry, but I've got to pick Annie Hall because I've loved that film all my life. I just love that film. I think it's great. So funny. It began the whole modern romantic comedy genre. Then I'm going to pick My Darling Clementine by John Ford, which those of you who follow this channel know that I'm not a great John Ford fan, may be surprised by, but I actually like My Darling Clementine. I think that's a great movie. Dovzhenko's Earth is my jinx film. You're not going to believe this, but it's absolutely true. Every time I try and watch that film, something goes wrong. So the first time I booked it in London, the tube train broke down and I was in the tunnel for about an hour. And the second time I booked it, and we went in, I'd read up about the film beforehand. We were watching the movie, right? And I thought, this isn't the right movie. All the scenes that I'm looking forward to are missing. And at the end, Ian Christie, who's a famous British critic and academic, he got up and said, I don't know what that was, but it wasn't Earth. And they'd shown us the censored print, the Soviet censored print, which was missing all the important scenes, like when the guy pisses in the radiator of the tractor, and the scene where the woman throws herself around in grief and she's naked or whatever. And then I kept having it see, I got a DVD and it was a bad copy and all this sort of stuff. It's my jinx movie. I must get round to seeing that in a restored print one day on the big screen, and perhaps I'll appreciate it more. So that's going to come third in this case. Let's see if anyone's playing along at home. Yeah, I think it was a bad choice, actually, to show that movie. It wasn't, if he's not used to watching older movies, perhaps that wasn't a clever movie to show. I made a bit of a mistake there. And perhaps that, his bad feeling about it influenced my own feeling about the movie. Yeah, you've got to be careful what movies you take people to. Yeah. But thanks for joining in, Chris. Right, 15 viewers. Hello. Right, let's go on to the next group. We're still at equal 243rd. We've got Mouchette by Bresson, A Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick, and A Canterbury Tale, Powell and Pressburger. 3 big ones there. But I'm going to have to pick Canterbury Tale. Those of you who watched my Michael Powell retrospective will know why. I love that film. It's right here, man, right here. And second, controversially, I'm going to put Clockwork Orange. I am a Clockwork Orange defender. I think it's Kubrick's most Kubrickian film, actually. And third, I'm going to put Mouchette. I think Mouchette by Bresson is a great film, but I don't like it. I am still building up to doing my video where I explain my problems with Robert Bresson. It is coming. Give me a chance. Probably by the end of the year, I'll do it. But I really want to do a constructed video where I'm not just going to talk about Bresson. I'm going to talk about art in general and about abstraction versus realism, all that sort of stuff. But it is coming. Don't worry. Let's see who's playing along. Ooh, hello, Professor Cliff Davenport. Hello, David Dredd picks Clockwork. Ah, right, okay. I picked Canterbury Tale just above it, but I know where you're coming from. Hello, Hussein. Greetings from Iraq. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I will try. And Professor Cliff goes for Clockwork as well. Ah, big call there. Jay Maggio. Hello. Hello. So let's go on to the next group. Now, the next group is still an equal 243rd place. Videodrome by Cronenberg, which was one of my top 30 films last week, if you remember. Possession, Isabella Gianni, Down in That Underpass, by Andrzej Zalewski, and Soleil O by Med Hondo. Right, well, I haven't seen Soleil O by Med Hondo, and Videodrome is one of the most important films in my entire life, so that comes top, and Possession comes in the middle. You know, with Possession, right, I'm still not quite sure what I think about that movie. I find it fascinating. And I find Isabella Gianni absolutely compelling. I can't take my eyes off her. You know, I mean, in a good way, not in a naughty way. But yes, so that's where that one works out. Let's see who's playing along. Videodrome, yes, David, I'd have to agree with you on that one. It's a great film, isn't it, Videodrome? I love it. Oh, Cliff goes for Possession. Nice. Yeah, I like this. Anyone going to go for Soleil O? Anyone? No, I don't think so. Right, we've got 19 people watching. Hello, 19. No, 19. Right. Okay, still at equal 243rd place. We've got Distant Voices Still Lives, Terence Davis. Nostalgia for the Light by Patricio Guzman. And Syndromes and a Century by Apichatpong Weerasethakul. 3 good movies there. 3 good films. Now, I'm going to pick Syndromes in a Century, Apichatpong. I think that's a real masterpiece, sort of neglected these days. I remember back 2006 was a very big year for me in film. I thought it was one of the great years of cinema. So many great movies, so many great directors working at the same time. And that film really stood out for me. It's Apichatpong's film about his own family, about his parents who were both doctors. A very strange film. And there's one scene I remember where the camera closes up on a sort of, what's it called, an air conditioning pipe. I've never quite forgotten that shot. It's very eerie and strange. Distant Voices Still Lies by Terry Davis was second. Oh, Terence Davis, I still miss him. Nostalgia for the Light is an interesting documentary. Patricio Guzman, again, talking about Pinochet and the disappearances in Chile. And if I remember rightly, he also talks about the observatories in the Atacama Desert, and he relates the two of them. A little bit overrated, but an interesting movie if you haven't seen it. Right, is anyone playing along? Okay, so Videodrome's getting some support. Not seen any of them. I'm going to get found out here. Don't worry. There's quite a few I haven't seen as well, so don't panic. It's all good. Right, next up. Our next little group is The Intruder, L'Intrus, by Claire Denis, Morven Caller by Lynn Ramsey, and In Vander's Room by Pedro Costa. Now, I have to confess, I still haven't seen In Vander's Room by Pedro Costa. That's a big gap in my viewing. I can't say that I'm really looking forward to it, but I will get around to it at some point. Claire Denis's The Intruder. I didn't get on with that film. I like the music by Tindersticks, but I think the film kind of bored me a bit. So I'm going to go for good old Lynn Ramsey, Morven Caller, which I do think is a good film, and I think Samantha Morton is terrific in it. I also, you know, the scene where they're throwing bog rolls out the hotel window? That reminded me of a school trip I went on. When I was 16, we went to Spain, and we misbehaved terribly. The first night we realized we could have alcohol. So we all went down the off license and took some booze down to the beach and got thoroughly drunk. And I think there was some bog roll throwing from the hotel balcony. I apologize for that after all these years, especially to my lovely Spanish teacher who was traumatized by that. So Morven Caller gets my vote there. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, there's no participants on that one. Yes, okay, fair enough. We'll keep going. Now, the next group, still on the equal 243rd place, is Werkmeister Harmonies, Bellatar, which I recently rewatched. Taste of Cherry by Abbas Kiarostami, and The Quince Treason by Victor Erythry. 3 masterpieces, in my opinion. all together. I mean, I love those three films, absolutely adore them. So putting them in order is going to be pretty difficult. But okie dokie, I'm going to pick Taste of Cherry as my number one, because that's a movie of my generation. That was the movie that really caught me when I'd just become a cinephile. And I just was absolutely fascinated by Kiarostami. The Quince Tree Sun comes second, because I've also loved that movie for the longest time. And Werkmeister Harmonies comes third, though Werkmeister Harmonies is going up and up and up in my estimation for Bellatar fans out there. I didn't do a Bellatar video when he died. Perhaps I should have done. But I feel there's not enough Bellatar that I really love to have done that video. Let's see who's playing along. Bet everyone's gone home now. Taste of Cherry. Yeah, I went for Taste of Cherry, Davey. It's a good film. And another one for Taste of Cherry, Hackenbush. Hello, Hackenbush. Yes, okay. Taste of Cherry gets a lot of votes there. 21 people now. Now we go from equal 243rd to equal 225th. So we've got The Last Laugh, better translated as The Last Man, actually, by Friedrich Murnau, Harlan County, USA by Barbara Koppel, and Cries and Whispers by Ingmar Bergman. Cripes. Well, Harlan County, USA would be my third choice there. Of the other two, I think I'd just pick the Murnau over the Bergman. I love Ingmar Bergman. Cries and Whispers is brilliant. It's never been my favorite Bergman, though. Whereas The Last Laugh, that's a sort of faded classic these days. It used to be, you know, whenever people talked about the best movies, sort of like back in the 40s and 50s, that was always one of the titles mentioned. It's sort of lost its luster a bit, but I still think it's a brilliant film. It's the one with, Jennings, I've forgotten his first name, Emil Jannings, playing a very pompous and proud hotel receptionist guy, and he's demoted down to the toilets. Yeah, it's good. It's a good film, actually. It's a sort of old classic. Mike Leigh film. Oh, straight in there. Mine is Life is Sweet Followed by Meantime. Do you know my favourite Mike Leigh film, and I'm slightly surprised to admit this, is Topsy Turvy. I actually think it's his most likeable and lovable film. And after that, I'd pick Naked, which is his most depressing and bleak film. What does that say about me? I just don't know. Last Laugh. Yeah, I went for Last Laugh as well, Dave. We're corresponding a lot on this, Davey. We're doing well. Hello from Kyoto, Steve for Films. Hello, Steve. How is it, Kyoto? I'd love to go there. I'm so jealous you're there. Okay, so on we go. Yeah, it does feel like Murnau's falling out of fashion. And I've been going back and watching his films and catching up with the ones I haven't seen before. And he was a brilliant director, you know, absolutely incredible. And I'm sad he's fallen out of fashion, because he really is one of the finest, I think, one of the great imagists of cinema. Right, on we go. And we're still at equal 225th place. We've got Star Wars, Intolerance by D.W. Griffith, and The Hour of the Furnaces by Fernando Solanas. It goes from the ridiculous to the sublime. But you know what? In this case, I am going to pick the ridiculous. I'm going to pick Star Wars. I'm sorry about that. But it was the first film I ever saw at the cinema. And I owe it a sort of nostalgic debt. It's part of my childhood. You know, Intolerance by D.W. Griffith, I've never cared for that film. I love those sets, those huge sets, you know, of Babylon or whatever it was, Egypt, which were found, you know, years later in the desert. Some archaeologists found them. Can you imagine thinking, what's this? Oh, it's a set for Intolerance. Hour of the Furnaces, I will confess, I've not sat through all the way through. I apologize to anyone watching. That's very bad of me, but I've not sat through all of it, I'll be honest. I should have done, really, since I studied Spanish at university, but anyway, never mind. Right, what's going on? David's gone for Star Wars. I went for Star Wars. We're sort of matching here, Davey. Intolerance. Okay, fair enough. That's the proper choice. I know. Star Wars for Cliff. Sean. Annie Hall's the best one you mentioned so far. Oh, controversial. Interesting though, Sean. Yeah, okay. Hello, Icelandic Psycho. Hello, Steve. Hello. Right, on we go. We've got 25 viewers now. Hello, 25 people. Thanks for sharing this with me. Right. Okay, still on equal 225th place. Now, we've got some interesting ones coming up here. Europa 51, Roberto Rossellini. Napoleon by Abel Gance, which I recently did a video about. And The Crowd by King Vidor, another of those sort of old silent classics that's fallen out of favour a bit. But it still makes this list. Well, number one for me, I'm going to pick the Rossellini. Because Europa 51, it's not a very much watched film these days, but it's brilliant. It's just brilliant. If you've never seen it, go and watch it. I think you'll be surprised by what you find. Between Napoleon and The Crowd, despite the fact that I think Napoleon is a bit silly, I'd put it second place here. I like The Crowd by King Vidor, but it doesn't stay with me. It's a very impressive piece of work, but it feels dated somehow. It's lost its hold on my imagination. Let's see who's playing along. Okay. You picked Star Wars and saying, yeah, well, quite a few of us did, actually. That's good. Oh, there's quite a lot of people who picked Europa 51. That's great. Mark Kavanagh's picked it as well. That's great. Hussein went for Napoleon. Okay. Davey went for Europa 51. Frank, Ingrid Bergman is so great in Europa 51 and in Journey to Italy, which is the masterpiece. Man, you and I, we're on the same page there. Journey to Italy is one of my 5 or 6 most important movies in my life. Really, I'm not joking. And Ingrid Bergman is wonderful in Europa 51. And she was a good actress. You know, people often said that Ingrid Bergman, you know, John Gielgud said, poor old Ingrid, you know, what is it? She can speak 9 languages, can't act in any of them. She was great. Though it is a very funny thing that he said. Okay, on we go. Still at 225th place. A Touch of Zen by King Hu. Je tu il elle by Chantal Ackerman. And Petit Maman by Céline Sciamma. Oh, it's very French, this one, isn't it? Except for Touch of Zen, which is not French at all. Now, this is a bit of an odd one for me, right? A Touch of Zen I've seen. I've never been very keen on it. I'm not very keen on that whoosher stuff. I said that in my last video. Je tu il elle I have not seen. And Petite Maman, yeah. That's my official, you know, thoughtful verdict on it. So A Touch of Zen is going to come top there just by default. It's not because I really like it very much. Then Petite Maman, then Je tu il elle. Sorry about that one. That was a bit of a damp squib, that one. But everyone's just gone home now. Hackenbush has gone for Je tu il elle. I apologise my ignorance there. I haven't seen it. The 1943 version of Audette. Have I seen that? I'm not sure if I can't remember if I've seen it or not. But the Dreyer film is one of the best film, well, the best film ever made in my opinion. So I'm probably going to like it more. Okay. I've since picked Je tu il elle as well. That's good. A Touch of Zen. Cliff's gone for Touch of Zen. Okay, I must check out that Chantal Ackerman film. I will get round to it. 20. We're losing viewers here, guys. Did you like Tokyo Story? Shocked by how boring it is. Oh my God. It's one of the most moving films ever made. When the mother dies. I was in bits. Yeah. It's a film that actually, as you get older, means more and more. Yeah. Okay. Right, on we go. We're still at equal 225th place. And we've got, as I was moving ahead, occasionally I saw brief glimpses of beauty. That can only be an American avant-garde film. And it is. It's by Jonas Mekas. Flowers of Shanghai by Hu Chao Chen. And Happy Together by Wong Kar-wai. Well, Flowers of Shanghai by Hu Chao Chen is one of my all-timers. If you watch my top 30 film videos, you'll know that. I love it to purple pieces. So that's number 1 there. I'll put the Wong Kar-wai second. It's a good film, Happy Together. I wouldn't say it's one of my favourites. I wouldn't say that about any Wong Kar-wai film, actually. Jonas Mekas, I haven't watched that all the way through properly. I was half asleep when I was watching it in film studies. I know, I'm a bad person, but there you are. Let's see what's happening over on the chat group. The 1943 version is Swedish. Okay, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I can't. Hussein goes, of course, Jonas Mekas. I'm sorry about this, Hussein. I know, I feel bad. My ignorance is showing. But Hackenbush and David Jed come through with Flowers of Shanghai. That's good. Okay, on we go. Equal 225th place still. Now, 3 interesting ones here. Crash by David Cronenberg, Blue by Derek Jarman, and Grave of the Fireflies by Isao Takahata. Well, obviously, I'm going to pick the David Cronenberg because David Cronenberg's my man. He's the director I was obsessed with from a young age. And I think Crash is such a brilliantly subversive film, such a brave film. Grave of the Fireflies will come second. I didn't like that film as much as I wanted to when I saw it, but it is a great movie. Very moving. Blue by Derek Jarman. You know what? I'm a skeptic. I'm sorry. I don't really like that film very much. I find it a bit boring. It's quite soothing, I suppose. Anyway, so let's see what people are saying about that one. Will I do more fighting fantasy books? Yes, I'm getting round back to that retrospective very soon, and I might do another one of my live playthroughs because some people seem to enjoy it. But I will get back to doing book 39, Fangs of Fury, and Dead of Night very soon. Yes, I will. Crash and Blue Hussein. Gosh, okay, that's some good. There's a good clash of opinions there. Okay, no one came. What was the other one? Uh, no one came through for Grave of the Fireflies. Is Steve for Films just watching? Is still watching? Crash just. Okay, excellent. Right, on we go to the next group. We're on equal 211th place now. Play along at home. Yeah. The Green Ray, Le Rayon Vert, by Eric Romer. By the Bluest of Seas, Boris Barnett. That's one of these cult movies among cultists. You know, amongst posh cinephiles, you're sort of one of the guys, if you like, by the Bluest of Seas by Boris Barnett, or even know who Boris Barnett is. You know, you're in the Masonic Lodge of cinephiles. And then Duck Soup by the Marx Brothers, directed by Leo McCary. Well, easy choice for me. Easy. The Green Ray by Eric Romer. I love that film. I know some people find it really tiresome and irritating, but I love it. I love it to pieces. So moving. Of the others, do you know what? I'm not a fan of the Boris Barnett film, and I'm not a fan of the Marx Brothers, but I do like Groucho Marx. So I'm going to put Duck Soup second and By the Bluest of Seas third. So to, that was the wrong finger. To proper cinephiles. Green Ray. Frank's gone for Green Ray. Yes, thanks, Frank. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Hussein, we agreed on something. That's great. I love Eric Romer. Not Hackenbush went for the Green Ray. Whatever happened to Salt of the Earth? Yeah, that was one of those much honoured movies, wasn't it, in the past? Now it's just disappeared. I don't think I've seen that movie programmed anywhere for years. Isn't that strange? Duck Soup. Oh, okay, we got some Marx Brothers fans. Try to stay awake. I don't know what time of day is it over there. Is it about 5 o'clock in the morning? Steve, don't worry. Have your sleep, mate. Enjoy Kyoto. I prefer later Rome, like Tale of the Four Seasons. Isn't Autumn Tales such a beautiful movie? Compared to the Six Moral Tales, I know exactly what you mean. I agree. I'm starting to like the Moral Tales more as I get older, but I prefer the later films. I agree. And the wonderful historical films he made right at the end of his career, like The Lady and the Duke. Wonderful. Yeah, we agreed. Hussein, we do agree on some things. Come on. We're brothers. Why does The Talented Mr. Ripley get hated by film snobs? Is it because it's popular? I watched the original, but the Minghella film is better in my opinion. Why does it get hated by film snobs? I don't really know. I'm not a great fan of the film, but then I don't like that kind of thriller type thing. I think it's well acted. I think it's well put together. I don't know why it gets hated by film snobs, really. It's a good question. Interesting. My Night at Maud's is a gem. That's the one Eric Romer film. I have to make a confession here. It's the one Eric Romer film I did fall asleep in when I was watching. It's because I think they spent quite a lot of time in bed just chatting, don't they? And I was going, The Lady and the Duke is brilliant. It is. It's fantastic. One of the most underrated films of the last 30 years. It's so good. Triple Agent is as well. I feel bad about that, Dr. David, about that admission about My Night at Maud's. It is a good film, but that is the only Eric Romer film I did genuinely fall asleep in. Okay, on we go with the next group of films. Now we're at equal 211th place. I'm not going to finish this evening, am I? But we'll keep going anyway. All About Eve, that's a favourite, isn't it? Joseph L. Mankiewicz. Brief Encounter, David Lean. Oh. And Suspiria by Dario Argento. One of the best scores ever. But is it a good film? Well, if you've watched my video about Italian horror cinema, you know my doubts about it. Look, I've got to pick Brief Encounter. I love Brief Encounter. I'm a soppy sentimentalist, and I just love that movie. And I would put All About Eve above Suspiria. Sorry, Italian horror fans, but I would. But if it was just the music, Suspiria would come top. Okay, here we go. It's your Andrei Rublev. Yeah, I remember you saying that you fell asleep 7 times trying to watch Andrei Rublev. Brilliant. Brief Encounter. Oh, lots of Brief Encounter fans. Oh, that does my heart good. Beautiful. Well, Dr. David's gone for All About Eve. Brief Encounter is perfection. I think so. Hello, Chris. How's it going, mate? Good evening, sir. Suspiria. Okay, cool. Brief Encounter is very good, though. Yeah. Imagine putting those in a double bill. Okay, on we go. Still at equal 211th place. We've got In a Lonely Place by Nicholas Ray. You've heard me talk about that many times on this channel. The Deer Hunter by Michael Cimino. And Army of Shadows, L'Armée des Ombres by Jean-Pierre Melville. Okay, 3 good films there, I think. 3 crackers. I'm going to go for the Nicholas Ray, In a Lonely Place. I know that some of you don't like that film. I absolutely adore that movie. I can't get enough of it. Bogart and Gloria Graham are so great in it. I'm going to put the Jean-Pierre Melville second and Deer Hunter third. I do defend the Deer Hunter. I know a lot of people hate it. I think it's a brilliant piece of filmmaking. I can't say it's a movie that's in my heart. It's actually a very strange film. It's almost like a silent movie. There's hardly any real solid dialogue. It's like a 3-hour silent movie, like a Griffith film that suddenly come through a time warp into the 1970s. But I do admire it. So Deer Hunter fans, go easy on me. Let's see who's playing along at home. Army of Shadows, good choice. I know. What is it? I just picked In a Lonely Place. Okay, fair enough. Deer Hunter all the way. In a Lonely Place. Oh, there's a lot of good difference of opinion here. That's good. I like that. Bogart's best role. I agree. I think it is. The Deer Hunter is my mum's favourite film. She watched it 2 times in a row for the first time back when you rented VHS. Cripes. Interesting. I remember that actually on that video where you interviewed your mum. Yes, I think I remember you talking about it. Yes, a right horrible hit. Yeah. Yes, that's the one. Great film, isn't it? Or isn't it? Okay, I think it is. Gloria Graham's best role. I agree. Much better than The Big Heat. But yes, I agree. Okay, good stuff. 32 people. Hello, 32 people. We're going up now. We're still at equal 211th place. Melancholia by Lars von Trier. 20 Years Later by Eduardo Coutinho. And Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me by David Lynch. David Lynch's most underrated film. Well, it's an easy one for me, that is. Sorry, I'm going to pick the David Lynch all the way and Sunday. Because Melancholia, I can't stand. I don't like Lars von Trier. I'm sorry, it's a blind spot of mine. I just don't like him at all. And the Coutinho film, I apologize, I've not seen. So sorry about that. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, Victoria Wood sketch is very funny, actually. I remember that. Nick Ray, okay. Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. Yes, I agree, Hussein. Yeah. Melancholia, masterpiece. I can't. Lars von Trier, I have a bit of an issue with him. Going with Bogart. Boom. Lynch was the GOAT. Yeah. Twin Peaks. Okay, it's a lot of Twin Peaks fans out there going with that. Okie dokie. Oh, right. So we're going still at equal 211th place. Pink Flamingos, John Waters. A bit of camp subversion. Raiders of the Lost Ark by Steven Spielberg. And Limite by Mario Peixoto, which I've been trying to see for years. I just haven't got round to it. So that will have to go third just by default. I'm going to pick Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm sorry. My love of counterculture subversion doesn't stretch that far. And Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of the films of my childhood. So that's going to come top here with Pink Flamingos a long way second, I'm going to be honest. I imagine that most people will agree with that. Yeah, got to be Raiders. Steve's gone for Raiders. Limite is awesome. I've heard so many good things about it. I must get around to seeing that. Raiders by default. Haven't seen that other one. Okay, another person. Okay, yeah, I've wanted to watch that for years. That movie. So I will get round to that. I've heard good things about it. Now we're moving into the top 200, equal 196th place. The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. Wavelength by Michael Snow. That's one of those films they always show you when you do film studies at university. And you have to go, oh, it's very good, isn't it? Isn't it interesting? Yeah, like that. And then another Palm Pressburger film, I Know Where I'm Going. Well, look, avant-gardists can just sod off because Wavelength is coming third there because I love Pal Pressburger. Between Blimp and I Know Where I'm Going, I have to pick Blimp because I think Blimp is a masterpiece. I think it's a really great film. It's Powell and Pressburger's most ambitious, most complex film, but I do love I Know Where I'm Going. I do love it so much. Let's see what the guys over here picking. Colonel Blimp, baby, yeah, man. Yes. Oh, this is great. There's a total consensus. I did a lecture on wavelength. All the students fell asleep. Look, David, I know this is a terrible thing to say, but I do kind of understand. I'm sorry. I was a bit resistant to it as a student myself. I could see what was impressive about it, but yeah. Colonel Blimp, I know where I'm going, Hackenbush. His sentiment for wavelength makes me sleep always. I know. You so want to get to that photograph on the opposite side of the wall, don't you? Just let me get there. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. I feel bad, actually. I feel showing my scumbagginess here. Okay, still at equal 196. L'Eclisse by Antonioni. What is that doing at 196? That should at least be in the top 20. That's outrageous. Double Indemnity by Billy Wilder and Dr. Strangelove by Kubrick. Well, I've kind of revealed my hand here. L'Eclisse by Antonioni. You've got to choose that. I mean, Double Indemnity is great. I love it. But I've got to pick L'Eclisse by Antonioni, then Double Indemnity, and then Dr. Strangelove, which I've never been very keen on. It's an admirably made film, but it's just not me. I think it's a film of its time. Okay, here we go. Colonel Blimp, watch this. Yeah, you'll love it. It's great. L'Eclisse, yes. Kubrick. Double Indemnity, there's a lot of disagreement on this one. L'Eclisse is in my top 100. My top 10, mate. Love it. The Eclipse, yes. Yeah, that one was hard. Okay. Yeah, I know. And look, Antonioni, L'Avventura and L'Eclisse, they've got to be in the top 20. Got to be. Well, what's going on? Some people have a strange love for Strangelove. I see what you did there. Yeah. Right. Okie dokie. Let's move on now. Still at equal 196. And we've got One Way or Another by Sarah Gomez, Nosferatu by Friedrich Murnau, and Paisan or Paysan by Roberto Rossellini. Now, I have not seen One Way or Another. Okay, so that's got to come third. Of the other two are such important movies for me. I'm going to pick the Rossellini film because when I first saw it, it had such an impact on me. I thought it was so beautiful. I loved every story. And it made me think so much. And some of it I wrestled with, and some of it I didn't like. I didn't like the sort of anti-Englishness in the last story to the pilot. You know, they pick up this English pilot and they say, he's English. And you go, oh, you can't have everything. What a horrible thing to say. Then there's the scene with the monks in the monastery, which some people find contentious, and I think is strangely beautiful. So I've got to pick Paisan. Sorry to Nosferatu fans, because I do love Nosferatu. Nosferatu. You know, I saw a brilliant live performance of Nosferatu, and the score was written by James Bernard, who used to do the Hammer Horror, and it was exactly the same as all these Hammer Horror scores, and it kind of worked. Okay, let's see what's going on. I bet everyone's picked Nosferatu. Yeah, everyone's going for. Oh, Hackenbush is agreeing with me on Paisan. Okay. Yeah, everyone's picking up some Nosferatu. Okay. Why do you think Wilder is higher rated than other better Hollywood directors like von Sternberg and Hawks? Gosh, that's an interesting question because I do prefer Wilder to von Sternberg and Hawks. Sorry. You know why it's caught me on the hop, that question. It's quite a difficult question to answer, but I think it's partly because Wilder's films have got more wider appeal. You know, if you think about it, von Sternberg is quite a distinctive director. Not everyone's going to like that kind of highfalutin campery, if I can put it that way. Hawks, I never liked Hawks. He always gets on my nerves. But yeah, I think that's maybe just it, that Wilder has got more wider appeal. I don't know. Antonioni, Pasolini, Risi, Pietrangelli, Sundin don't exist without Rossellini. Come on, mate. Right there. Hawks is higher rated than Wilder. That's what I thought. I thought, you know, in film universities and stuff, Howard Hawks is much higher rated than Wilder. A lot of people don't like Wilder. A lot of serious cinephiles think he's cynical and all that sort of stuff. How can you not like Hawks? I know. But look, you know, all of us have weaknesses or blind spots. You know, Richard Roud in his Critical Dictionary picks his blind spots, 6 filmmakers, all of whom I think are brilliant. And he says, I just don't get why people like them. And I'm a bit like that with Hawks. I am. So I'm not going to be doing a top 10 Hawks video anytime soon. Dr. David's going to be cross with me now. Okay, on we go. Right. Equal 196th place still, and we've got Zama by Lucretia Martel, Mad Max Fury Road, that's the one person watching, George Miller, and The Tree of Life by Terrence Malick. Now, I'll say right now, I like all three films. All modern films, aren't they? All from the 2010s. I like all three films very much. Quite tricky picking between those three, actually. I'm going to be honest. I would go as my favorite with Zama by Lucretia Martel. I know. And I'd probably, to the annoyance of one of my subscribers, pick Tree of Life as my second favorite. But I do like Mad Max Fury Road, and it's going up in my estimation. I promise. Oh, I'm going to get some brickbats now. Here we go. The Hawks Wilder thing is going to go on for the rest of the night. That's great. Tree of Life, Tree of Life. Oh, that's good. I'd like to see that people are like late Terrence Malick, because he got such brickbats from a lot of critics. Steve, Fury Road. I don't know. It was for, I think it's for Dr. David, I think. Or is it Cliff or David who likes Fury Road? Yeah, I've gone for the Martel. Yeah. The S&S poll is not the last word in everything film. I must agree with that. It certainly isn't. Yeah, interesting. Martel's film is far more daring and groundbreaking without the swooping camera of Malick or the flashes of Miller. I like the swooping camera and the flashes, but I think Zama is a brilliant film. I would say one of the top 5 films of the 2010s for me. Really incredible. Okay, let's keep going. That was an interesting one. There's a bit of controversy going now. There's a bit of debate. Whew, blimey. Right, we're still at equal 196th place. And now we've got Uncle Bunmi Who Can Recall His Past Lives. It's still one of my favourite film titles by Apichatpong Weerasethakul. The Headless Woman, La Mujer Sin Cabeza, from Lucretia Martel. Again, Lucretia Martel. And Paris is Burning by Jenny Livingston. Well, I haven't seen Paris is Burning by Jenny Livingston. And The Headless Woman by Lucretia Martel, I have my issues with that film. I find it a bit too academic for my taste. So Uncle Bunmi comes top by default, but I do love that movie. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So Uncle Bunmi wins all the way there. To the Wonder, oh, I'm so glad someone's spoken up for that film. I think it's great. I think it's a beautiful film, partly because it reminds me of a relationship I once had, but we won't go into that. But I love that movie. Davey says, I love The Big Sleep in Rio Bravo by Hawks. I feel I should dip out of the Hawks debate, seeing as I've disgraced myself by admitting I don't like him very much. Uncle Bunmi, good. Okay, Dr. Headless Woman, okay. We're co-evils on that. Okay, right. Okie dokie. Uncle Bunmi from Hussein. To the Wonder is my favourite Malick. I can understand that. It was also, I think, the favourite Malick of Gilberto Perez, the great Cuban-American critic. He spoke very fondly of it. And that's good enough for me. Right, on we go. We're equal 185th place now. Are you getting excited? Okay. Paris, Texas by Wim Wenders, which I recently rewatched. I know that if Steve for Films is still watching, hasn't fallen asleep in Kyoto, that's his second favourite film of all time. Les Demoiselles de Rochefort by Jacques Demy, and The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock. Well, I've got to pick The Birds by Hitchcock. I'm sorry. I fell in love with that film when I was 12 years old, and it's still one of those films that's most imprinted itself in my imagination. So that's an easy win for me. And I'm going to put Paris, Texas second. Les Demoiselles de Rochefort, I bow my head to those people who like Demy and his musicals. They're not really my taste. I appreciate where people like them, but I don't really go for that sort of thing. Sorry. So that was an easy one for me. Let's see what's happening over here. Paris, Texas from Hussein. And the Paris, Pakistan batsman Salam Malik is my favourite Malik. Okay. The Birds, Young Girls of Rochefort. There was a lot of disagreement here, but most people going for Paris, Texas. There it is. Stephen Films is still asleep. He's still awake. Birds. Okay. Oh, hello, lover of books, film, Tress Waves. We agree on The Birds. Oh, well, Paris, Texas definitely won there, I think. Okay. Ry Cooder's music, Harry Dean Stanton, and Nastasia Kinski. Right. Still at equal 185th place. Now we've got some lovely films here. The River by Jean Renoir, An Autumn Afternoon by Ozu, and Love Streams by Cassavetes. Now, Those of you who've watched this channel for quite a while will know that, just like Howard Hawks, I have a bit of an issue with Cassavetes. Dr. David's going to stop watching this channel at this rate. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to have to put that third. Then between the Runwar and the Ozu, oh my God, that's like picking between two of my children. But not that I have any children. But I've got to pick the Runwar. I'm sorry, I've got to pick the Runwar. It's one of the films of my life. That's one of my Bible films. An Autumn Afternoon comes second, but that is a masterpiece. Such a beautiful film. Ozu's last movie. What are you picking, guys? The River. Yeah, Frank, I'm with you. It's such a gorgeous film. Hackenbush went for An Autumn Afternoon. Cassavetes, one of your favourite directors are saying. That's interesting. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I have done a video about it. Autumn Afternoon, most beautiful Ozu movie. It's up there. It is gorgeous. Autumn Afternoon, you make me feel guilty now, guys. Okay, interesting. You'd be a great dad. What a reading voice. Oh, what a nice thing to say. Love streams tied with Ozu. Poor bogey. I don't know what that refers to, but yes, okay. That one was a good one, actually. That's differentiated the viewers there. It's a good one. Okay, let's move on. We're still at 185th place. And now we've got Greed by Erich von Stroheim, which, of course, we only know in a butchered, cut-down version. Ran by Akira Kurosawa, which I discovered is very popular with my subscribers on the last week. And Pyasa by Guru Dutt. This one exposes me a bit, right? Because Guru Dutt's Pyasa I still haven't seen. That's a film I've had on my wish list for ages. Ran by Akira Kurosawa is beautiful, but I'm not a fan. I'm not. I'll be honest. It's Kurosawa again. You know, every time I watch his films, I'm impressed, but I'm forcing it, and I'm not really with it. Greed by Stroheim, I think, is a brilliant film. I think it does suffer from not being able to see the full version of it, but I'm going to put that first here. Then the Kurosawa, and then obviously the Guru Dutt's going to have to come third. Let's see what everyone else is picking. I'm intrigued to see what you guys pick here. Greed, still the masterpiece. Okay. Ran. Okay. Ran. Lots of people going for Ran here. Yeah. Greed. Best Kurosawa film. Well, I think I talked about this in the last video, actually, that I think Seven Samurai is probably the best I've seen, but the one I prefer is Dirt Suuzala. For some reason, that film stays with me more than his other films. I'm not saying it's his best film. It's just the one that it sort of touched me the most for some reason. That fantastic scene where they're cutting down the cane to keep them alive on the plains. But I'm not a Kurosawa specialist, so I don't really know. High and Low. Oh, hello, Robert. Hello. Okay, let's keep going. Still at equal 185th place. We kick off with Wings of Desire by Wim Wenders, Magnolia by Paul Thomas Anderson, and The Magnificent Ambersons by Orson Welles. Well, look, there's only one choice there because the other two are crap. Oh, God, I said that out loud. No, of course, they're all brilliant. They're all amazing, those films. They're all great, aren't they? But The Magnificent Ambersons is the best. God, even in its boulderized form, it's light years above the other two, in my opinion. Between Wings of Desire and Magnolia, I'm not very fond of those two films. But I'm going to pick Wings of Desire because it is at least beautiful. And it's got Peter Falk in it. Magnolia is a little. I mean, I like the frogs. Let's see if we've got some PTA fans. It's got to be Magnificent Ambersons, Frank. Yeah. Oh, Hussein's gone for Wings of Desire. Dr. David's gone for Magnificent Ambersons. Hackenbush, Magnificent Ambersons. David Dredd, yes. Oh, there's a bit of, it's between Magnificent Ambersons and, Wings of Desire. Wings of Desire has a lot of talking. Yeah, and not much of it is very interesting, as I remember. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry to Wings of Desire fans out there. I know that that's a film that some people, it's one of their cult movies, but it's never really done it for me. I have to be honest. Is it? What's the name of that actor? Bruno Ganz, is it? When he changed from Rudy Vogler to Bruno Ganz, that's when I start losing interest in Wim Wenders. Anyway, that might just be a personal thing. Okay, guys, we're now down to the equal 169th place. And if I can find my sodding cursor, right, now we've got three crackers here to choose from. Hiroshima Mon Amour by Alan Rene, Letter from an Unknown Woman by Max Offals, and Charulata by Satyajit Ray. Good movies. Good movies. But for me, easy number one, I've got to pick Charulata by Satyajit Ray. The Satyajit Ray video is coming. And I love that movie. It's so beautiful. Between the Alan Renee and the Max Offals, I'm going to go with my heart rather than my head, and I'll pick Letter from an Unknown Woman. But Hiroshima Mon Amour, I need to get back to watching that movie because it is fascinating. It's really interesting. Right. I'm going to have a little drinky pops. Talking amongst yourselves. Okay. Right. Here we go. Dr. David. Yeah. Charulata. Great. Yes, I agree. Oh, Mark's gone from Hiroshima Mon Amour. The fat one. I don't know what that means, but okay. Letter from an Unknown Woman. Love Offals. Okay. Hiroshima Mon Amour. So it's a good variety of opinions here. Love Offals, but that's not his best film. His French films are better. La Plaisir. I love La Plaisir. I absolutely love that movie. I think that's probably my favorite Offals, actually. Okay. Right. Let's move on. Another vote for Letter from an Unknown Woman. Okay. Right. Still equal 169th. And we've got three absolute humdingers come together. Isn't it always the way? The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Sergio Leone. That was my favourite film when I was about 10 years old. Red Desert by Antonioni. And Black Narcissus by Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressburger. How can you pick between those three films? They're all works of genius. But I've got to pick between them. Now, anyone who knows this channel will know that I'm going to go for Black Narcissus. I apologize, but I have to pick Black Narcissus because I love it so much. And I'm going to pick The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly just over the Antonioni. Oh, pains me to do it, but I'm going to. But those three, I love them to pieces. Is it really? Black Narcissus is your third favourite film of all time, Steve. Oh, we should do a video about it whenever you can. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is number 4. Brilliant. It's a shame about performance. That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Black Narcissus. Antonioni. See, look, this is a hard one. It's a tough one. I love all three films. Look at this. There's wow. Everyone's picking something different. Great. Professor Cliff, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is still your favourite. Oh, it's a great film, isn't it? Wonderful. Black Narcissus easily. I don't know about easily. The other two films are great. That one was a good one. It was hard, that was. They're all really good. Equal 169th place still. Three very different films here. Memories of Underdevelopment, the clumsiest title ever, by Tomas Gutierrez Alea. The Exterminating Angel by Luis Buñuel. And Under the Skin, some people regard as a modern classic, by Jonathan Glazer. You know, it's the one with Scarlett Johansson going around in a big van around Glasgow, picking up men. Okay, well, I'm going to put Under the Skin third. I like that film. I find it interesting, at least until it gets halfway through when it gets a bit crap. But I don't think it's as good as the other two here. The Buñuel is going to win. I'm going to put Exterminating Angel top. But Memories of Underdevelopment, if you've never seen it, is a very, very good film. Very interesting film, portrait of an intellectual caught up in a time of revolution. It's really good, really intelligent movie. Let's see what people are picking here. How do you feel about Zerlini? I'm still sort of finding my way with Zerlini. I like what I've seen so far. I've only seen a couple of his movies, but I'm still sort of getting there. Very underrated, I think. Very interesting director. The Buñuel, everyone's going for the Buñuel. David Dredd went for Under the Skin. Okay. How do you... Okay, well, I think I answered that question. I think I fielded it quite well, quite well. Red Desert is lesser Antonioni, and Good Bad is like Star Wars. I grew out of it years ago. It's 2.5 hours and then a great ending. Oh, you're stabbing me in the heart there, David. Stabbing me in the heart. Red Desert. I know what you mean, but I do love Red Desert. I can't help it. I think in terms of its themes and ideas, it is lesser Antonioni, but the craftsmanship, the cinematography, and the sort of plasticity of it is beautiful, I think. Okay. Under the Skin, that bird in it was fit. It's Scarlet. Yeah, actually, it's Scojo. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So, okay, right. Let's keep going. Still on an equal 169th place. Now, we've got three very different movies here for the different kinds of cinephile in our lives. We've got Heat, Michael Mann. Don't get attached to anything you can't leave in 15 seconds. Simbo, Psycho, Taxiplasm Take One. Yes, it's an American avant-garde film by William Greaves. And Out One by Jacques Rivette. Well, there's a clear winner there, isn't there, really? Come on. It's got to be Jacques Rivette's Out One. I mean, I'm sorry, it wins by 50,000 miles as far as I'm concerned. One of the most conceptually brilliant, fascinating movies ever. Heat by Michael Mann. I loved that in the 90s when I first saw it. I have grown out of it a little bit, I'm going to be honest. I think it's a bit silly. But I did watch The Diner Scene again the other day, just because I like watching Al Pacino and Robert De Niro acting. You know, I like Robert De Niro's, the way he says his lines in that scene. You know, like when Al Pacino says, I don't want to do anything else. And Robert De Niro just goes, neither do I. And I love the way he says it. It's so matter of fact. It's so natural. Anyway, and the avant-garde thing, I've exposed myself on this video. I'm not a great fan of the American avant-garde. I do apologize. So let's see what's going on over here. For a Few Dollars More is much better. I like For a Few Dollars More a lot. The music's great, isn't it? And the three guys in it are brilliant. But I do prefer Good, Bad, and Ugly, actually. Okay. Out One. I'm glad to see all the Out Ones are coming out. Out One. Oh, no. You wouldn't want to go home with that bird, though. You'd never come back. I know. You wouldn't want to go down to that sort of black water, would you? It's pretty grim down there. Even though I prefer Later Rivette as well. Yeah. Okay. I didn't like Heat. Fair enough. Out One. Thief is my favourite of Mann. Absolutely agreed. It's his best film by a mile. Agree about The Diner Scene. Yeah. Rivette. And, okay. There's a little poem there. That's nice. I like that. Rivette, not as good as Audette. At least you can bet no one else has regret. Epic and intimate at the same time. I think, that one scene is. When I first saw it, the gun battle scene, that is amazing on the big screen with proper sound, but it loses something when you're watching it on DVD. But anyway, never mind. Good advert for cinema, really. Still at equal 169th place, we've got Un Chien Andalou by Louise Buñuel, L'Agent by Robert Bresson, and Last Year at Marienbad by Alan Rene. Well, okay. Well, I'm going to be honest here. As you've probably realised, I'm not a Bresson fan, so I'm going to put L'Agent third. I know that a lot of people think that's one of the best films ever. I struggle with it a bit, but I'll talk about that in a video. Between Un Chien Andalou and Last Year at Marienbad, I think if you'd asked me this question a year ago, I'd have put the Buñuel top. I've recently rewatched both films, and now I'd probably put the Alan Rene top. I'm going to go with Last Year at Marienbad. I know. Controversial. Let's see what's going on. Money. Everyone's going for money, you see. Yeah. Oh, Hussein's going for the Buñuel. Marienbad, Mark and I agree on that one. Just rewatched The Tenant by Polanski. Each time I watched it, just becomes more fantastic. Also, have you seen Three Women by Altman? I have, and I love it. Fascinating movie, brilliant performances. I mean, if you've only ever seen Shelley Duvall in The Shining, check out Shelley Duvall in Three Women. You see what a great actress she is. Marienbad. Okay, some other people have got to go for Last Year, Marienbad. It is a tough choice between that and the Buñuel. It is. Yeah. Buñuel, too poor to watch L'Agent. Liked The Long Goodbye. That is a great film. Yeah. Even with Sterling Hayden a bit drunk in it. But yeah, it's a great movie. Elliot Gould and his cats. Now we're down to equal 157th place. Wow, what time is it? Okay, right, great. Los Olvidados, known in English as The Young and the Damned by Luis Buñuel. Ikiru, or Living by Akira Kurosawa. And Out of the Past by Jacques Tourneur, one of my favorite noirs. Now, which one am I going to pick here? Well, you can probably predict, those of you who know my feelings about Akira Kurosawa, that Kurosawa's coming third there. I've never loved that film as much as I thought I ought to. Between Los Olvidados and Out of the Past, much as I love Out of the Past, I've got to pick the Buñuel. I'm going with Los Olvidados. Sorry. I'm sorry, but I am. You began smoking because of it. Out of the Past is a popular one here. Top 3 noirs. I think that I'm with you on that, actually. Ikiru from Hussein. Out of the... Oh, no one's going for Los Olvidados. Tourneur is great. I'm going to do a video on Tourneur soon. I love Tourneur. Okay. Okie dokie. I was on my own with that one. Still equal 157th place. Vivre sa vie by Jean-Luc Godard. Amarcord by Fellini, or Once Upon a Time in America by Sergio Leone. This one's an easy one for me. I've got to be honest. Once Upon a Time in America by Sergio Leone. All day and every day. Everyone knows that I'm not a great fan of Godard and Fellini. Surprisingly, I'd pick the Godard over the Fellini here. I'd pick Vivre sa vie over Amarcord. Amarcord's a bit of a bore, isn't it? Let's see what people think. Yeah, Cat People, great. And Night of the Demon. And I Walked with a Zombie. And Canyon Passage. The Olive Trees. Okay. Haven't seen Out of the Passage. You should. It's really good. It's a really good film. Once Upon a Time, the Godard. Okay. Okay. Lots of people want the Godard here. That's interesting. Tourneur. Yes, please. To Live One's Life. Okay. Yeah, I think I Walk with a Zombie is wonderful. Don't like Once Upon a Time in America. Okay. Some people don't, because it has got some horrible scenes in it. A couple of rape scenes, a bit uncomfortable. Rewatched Out of the Past and enjoyed it. It is brilliant, isn't it? Such a great movie. Hello, Shadow Raptor, by the way. And Mora D9Y. Hello. I don't think I said hello earlier. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. Equal 157th place. And we've got 3 very different films here. We've got The Gospel According to St. Matthew by Pasolini. You know my thoughts on that. I love it. Where is the Friend's House by Kiarostami? Love it. And All About My Mother, Todo Sobre Mi Madre by Pedro Almodovar. I'm not a great Almodovar fan, but I think that's probably his best film. But that would come third here for me, I'm going to be honest. Between the other two, I love the other 2 films so much. That's hard. I'll just pick the Pasolini, but I do love the Kiarostami film very much. Very hard that was. That was a tough one. Let's see what's going on. Pasolini's gone for the Pasolini. Same here. Where is the Friend's House? Yeah. Yeah, the Abbas and Pasolini, that is really difficult to pick between, I think. Where is the Friend's House is my pick. Easy. Okay. Not so keen on the Pasolini then. I think I'd just go for the Pasolini, but that is a very tricky one, actually. Very tricky one. Once Upon a Time in America, just for the score, I saw that day, one of my favorite scores of all time. Just brilliant. The second track on the soundtrack album, Poverty, is amazing. It's just brilliant. Okie dokie, let's keep going. Still at equal 157th place. City of Sadness by Hu Chao Chen. Such a brilliant film, so forgotten. Orlando by Sally Potter. Some people like that. Yeah, that's so good. Yeah. And West of the Tracks by Wang Bing, which I still haven't seen. I've been meaning to get around to for ages. So that'll have to come third. Orlando will have to come second. But City of Sadness is a glorious first there. Let's see what people are saying. Finally, West of the Tracks. I still haven't seen it. I really want to. I've been looking forward to seeing that film for years, like Limite. City of Sadness. Yeah, other people are going for City of Sadness. Hu Chao Chen, a must. It is. It's an amazing film. And it's not even his best. Incredible. Anyone else would have killed to make that movie. Hardcore slow cinema fan, West of the Tracks. I really want to see that. Okay, I will do. You'll love the Wang Bing. I love a bit of Wang Bing. I'll pick City of Sadness, and I haven't even seen it. Okay. Right. We're now down to equal 152nd place. Here's what we've got. We've got Le Bonheur by Agnes Varda. Meg Dekatara, which I think is the Cloud-Capped Star in English, by Ritwik Ghatak, Indian filmmaker. And Days of Heaven by Terrence Malick. Well, I'm going to pick Cloud-Capped Star by Ritwik Ghatak. If you've not seen it, it's a beautiful film. Ghatak is a very overlooked filmmaker, great filmmaker. I'm going to pick that by Country Mile, actually. Le Bonheur is good, but not really my style. Days of Heaven is beautiful, but we're among friends here. It's very boring, isn't it? Boring, God. There's only so many shots at the magic hour you can take, isn't there, before you get bloody bored out of your mind. So I'm going to pick Days of Heaven a second and Le Bonheur a third, but I'm not really that fussed, to be honest. But Cloud Cap Star is an easy winner for me. Let's have a look what's happening. Now there's lots of disagreement on this one. Devada, Gattac, Days of Heaven. It's all going all over the place. Okay, going for the Bonheur. Okay. Cloud Cap Star is really worth your time. It's a beautiful movie. Okie dokie. On 200, we're going down to 146th place now. Now we've got West Indies, The Fugitive Slaves of Liberty by Med Hondo. Twin Peaks: The Return, that's the fancy wancy, second series by David Lynch. And Chinatown by Roman Polanski. Well, I'm going to pick Chinatown. All day, every day. I'm still in two minds about Twin Peaks: The Return. Some of it is brilliant. That episode 8 is amazing. Some of it gets on my nerves. I haven't seen West Indies, The Fugitive Slaves of Liberty. Have you? If you have, tell me. I'm interested. Oh, is it so fucking great? Is it really? Okay, I'll watch it then. West Indies, The Fugitive Slaves of Liberty. Okay. Twin Peaks. I like the honesty from Dr. David. My God, Mike, you're a miserable git. I've admitted that. To be fair to myself, I have admitted that on this channel many times. I have. Come on, give me a break. Right, Chinatown for the vibes and the script. I'd say for everything. As little as possible. I don't know what that means, but okay. Nuns with Guns. Haven't got round to that movie yet. Bias towards Polanski. Yes, well, maybe I have, yeah. Oh, you have as well. Okay. I've not seen Twin Peaks: The Return. Chinatown is pretty good. It's great. Overrated. Polanski's not my guy. Twin Peaks, okay. As little as possible is the famous line in Chinatown. Oh, sorry, right. I'm not on the wavelength. Sorry, mate. Okay, good. Nuns with Guns. I'll think of that image as I go to the next group. Still at 146th. We've got La Grande Illusion by Jean Renoir. That was one of those films that was always in the top 20 films, wasn't it? And now seems to be slipping out. I'm glad that it's actually still making the top 150. Then we've got India Song by Marguerite Duras, which, as you'll know, is a favorite of mine. And Alien by Ridley Scott, which is also brilliant. Now, that's a tricky threesome. Which one am I going to pick here? They're all brilliant. La Grande Illusion, India Song, or Alien? Tricky. Wow, I genuinely don't know what to go for there. They're all equal for me. They're different films, but I love them equally. I'll probably put La Grande Illusion third. It's so hard. I feel I've got to be, loyal to the boy inside me who's always loved Alien and Ripley. I'm going to put that top, and I'm sorry about that, and India Song second. But those three films are all in their own way masterpieces, in my opinion. Let's see what's going on. Hussein went for Alien. Grand Illusion, which should be top 100. I agree with you. It should be, really. I do like a bit of Marcel Carnet. Okay, fine. The Grand Illusion. David Dredd's gone for Alien. Alien All the Way by Mora. Scrap that. It's Renoir, isn't it? It's by... yeah, it is by Renoir, yeah. Hang on. Well, this one's causing a lot of... Alien is the perfect horror thriller. Grand Illusion was hard to get into. Have you ever seen it recently in the restoration? It's not anymore. Somehow, it's really beautiful now. It's really... India Song. I feel bad for not choosing India Song. Michael Lonsdale's blood-curdling scream. That is an amazing moment. Alien, maybe. That should be a good title for a film, wouldn't it? It got scrapped, Alien 5. It could have been called Alien, maybe. Alien with a smiley. It could have been called that as well. Alien is groundbreaking. India Song is so unique. Grand Illusion is like a grandfather. Grandpa deserves the break. Yeah, it's a very tough choice, I thought that was. Alien is incredible. Yeah. And my stomach's going off now. Alien. Stomach's going. Alien. I don't know. La Marseillaise in Grand Illusion is just stunning. Yeah, it's an amazing moment. Okay, well, that was a good one. I like that one. It was tricky. Still on 100. We're at 136th place now. Vampire by Carl Dreyer. The Watermelon Woman by Cheryl Dunye. Or Gertrude by Dreyer. So 2 Dreyer films in the same list. That's a bit unfair on Cheryl Dunye. I've not actually seen The Watermelon Woman, but I feel that that's a bit harsh on her, really, to be surrounded by Dreyer films, both of which are absolute masterpieces. Picking between Vampire and Gertrude, how do you do that, really? They're very different films, and they're both works of genius. I have to pick Vampire because you know how I said that Journey to Italy by Rossellini is one of the 5 or 6 most important films. Not necessarily the films I love the most or I think are the best, but the ones that taught me the most about filmmaking and cinema. And Vampire is one of those. So I've got to pick it over Gertrude, even though Gertrude is 24-carat, 5-star masterpiece. It was also one of the choices of Peter Nazarin-Prod in the latest chat between Nazarin-Prod and Solitary Ronin and Vulgarian Troglodyte and Sam, I think, which is quite an interesting chat about their best films of the 1960s, if you haven't checked it out. Here we go. Gertrude, yeah. Oh, Vampire or Gertrude? Gertrude. Now, that is boring. I love it. I can't help myself. I just love it. Vampire. It still has no equal in oniric horror. Absolutely 100% agree. Totally agree. Only 65 minutes late. No worries, William. Join in any time. I've heard of Sight and Sound. Okay. Vampire, even there's a distinct lack of TNA. Yes, there is. Now you mention it. Watermelon Woman is fun, but almost anyone will pale next to Drea. I agree. I'll pick Gertrude for the memory of sneaking away to watch it with a painter while I was in art school. Wow. Okay. Okay. What did the painter think of it? Okie dokie. Let's keep going. Still at 136th place. All That Heaven Allows, Douglas Sirk. That's one of those films that people get excited about, you know, college and at film school. You know, Douglas Sirk. Okay, Partie de Campagne by Jean Renoir and Pickpocket by Bresson. Well, All That Heaven Allows is a weak third place for me. It's weak sauce, man. It's weak sauce. Partie de Campagne by Renoir and Pickpocket by Bresson. Those are 2 excellent films. Even as a bit of a Bresson skeptic, I love Pickpocket. I think it's great. I might just pick the Bresson as my top there over the Partie de Campagne, but that's very close. Very, very close. Let's see what people are going for. All That Heaven, Frank's gone for All That Heaven Allows. I'm sorry about that, Frank. Hussein's gone for Pickpocket. And the Renoir, yes, it's all those different choices. It's good. Vampire of the Dolls, his sequel. Okay. I'm sorry, Maura. I'm sorry about I don't have the love for my All That Heaven Allows. Pickpocket is a steal. Steal. I like it. It's a good one. Oh, dear. Country Outing. Okay. All That Heaven Allows is a total masterpiece. I'm sorry. I've let myself down again. Dr. Davids, I can feel him tutting at me over online. Okay. Still at 136th place. The Seventh Seal. That's where I came in. It was the first sort of world cinema, you know, non-mainstream film. I stayed up late one night when my parents had gone to bed and I sat and watched it on BBC Two. So that's a big film for me. Trouble in Paradise by Ernst Lubitsch. Such a lovely movie. And Sambizanga by Sarah Maldoror. Well, I haven't seen that, I confess. Seventh Seal or Trouble in Paradise. It's hard to compare them. They're such different movies and they're so brilliant. I'm going to have to pick Seventh Seal. I mean, Trouble in Paradise is so sophisticated and witty and fun, but Seventh Seal is a very special film to me. It's right there. So let's see what people are picking. Yeah, Shadow Pickpocket for me, but Day in the Country is really good. That's right. That's where I stand as well, really. Pickpocket. Bergman. Okay, yes, I've gone for the Bergman. Trouble in Paradise, Seventh Seal. Sambizanga is so great. Oh, God, it's another film. I'm sort of, you know, I'm disgracing myself by not having seen it. Seventh Seal, yeah, it is wonderful, isn't it? All these people who say it's overrated. It's great. It's beautiful. Dear, oh dear. Okay, on we go. 136th place still. Some interesting movies now. Some interesting movies. We've got The Wild Bunch, Sam Peckinpah. We've got Les Enfants du Paradis by Marcel Carné. That is Marcel Carné. And La Ciénaga, The Swamp by Lucretia Martel. All 3 of those are great, I think. I love them all. I think they're brilliant. It's a bit unfair on Lucretia Martel, her debut film, being matched up against 2 absolute masterpieces. But I'm going to put La Cienega third. Um, I'm sorry to be a horrible scumbag, but I've got to put The Wild Bunch top. That was a film I was obsessed with in my 20s. It was one of the first real cinephile obsessions I had, the real bug, you know. I love The Wild Bunch. I would defend it with my life. Give him hell, Mike. But so yeah, Les Enfants de Paradis comes second. I bet loads of people are picking Les Enfants de Paradis. Yes. Top two film for me, Frank. You're making me feel guilty. Oh, Hussein went for The Wild Bunch as well. That's good. La Cienega is an underseen gem. It is. It is, Steve. Honestly, I know. I agree, man. But it's just, you know, it was hard in that group. Lots of people going for Children of Paradise, as I suspected. Carnate is classic. The Wild Bunch. Cliff's gone for The Wild Bunch. Bring me the head of Michael Bartlett. You're on form tonight, mate. I've got to give you that. You're on form. Not super in love with it. God, it is well made. I mean, come on. If you're going to talk about a well-made film, The Wild Bunch is editing alone. Absolutely incredible. Okie dokie. Right, let's move on. We're now down to equal 133rd place. How exciting is this? Right, okay. It's a Wonderful Life, Frank Capra. Oh, isn't that nice? It's nice, isn't it? Notorious by Alfred Hitchcock, one of his best movies, though it's never acclaimed as such. And Lawrence of Arabia by David Lean. Three very popular movies there. What am I going to pick? Well, I ain't going to pick Lawrence of Arabia because it's good, but I don't like it. So it's third. I'm going to have to pick the Hitchcock. Notorious is a masterpiece. It's such a great film. I mean, Cary Grant, Ingrid Bergman, Claude Rains. You can't beat that. I mean, James Stewart is my favorite actor, but James Stewart in sentimentality mode can't match up to those three actors. But I do like It's a Wonderful Life. And I do think it's a great Christmas movie. So there. Let's see what people are picking. I know people are going to pick Lawrence of Arabia and hate me for it. Pat Garrett and the Kid is my favorite. Same here. Was Wings of Desire in there? Yes, it's already gone, mate, I'm afraid. I was a bit rude about it. I'm sorry. Notorious. Okay, Frank's gone for Notorious. Same here. Hussein went for It's a Wonderful Life. Some other people going for Notorious. This is good. It's Ingrid again, isn't it? Well, that's right, it is. But it's also Carrie and Claude. Come on. Lawrence of Arabia easily. David, oh my God, we're getting, yeah, okay. Lawrence of Arabia, one of my absolute fave. Notorious, not to my liking, really. Okay, really. I think it's great. Okay, that's interesting. Still haven't seen Notorious. It's worth it. It's worth a go. Lawrence of Arabia from Cliff. Lawrence of Arabia and I Hate You. One disagreement. God, that's harsh, isn't it? It's a tough world in the world of film appreciation, you know. It's tough. Peter O'Toole's greatest performance in cinema history. Well, that might be true. He's brilliant in it. Yeah, he's the best thing about it, I think. Peter O'Toole is one of my favorite actors, so I'll pick Lawrence, more for him than Lean. I'm a defender of Wonderful Life. As good as Notorious is, it has to be my third. Okay. She Was Wonderful. I like that. I like it in caps. Okay, equal 129th place now. And Tarantino fans delight because we have Pulp Fiction, Raging Bull by Scorsese, and His Girl Friday by Howard Hawks, who we were talking about earlier. What I'm going to say about these three films is all of them work. They're good movies. They're not my favorites. None of them. I would put Raging Bull top, but mostly for the performances of De Niro and Joe Pesci. I never thought it was Scorsese's best film, not by a mile, but it's okay. And I'd actually put Pulp Fiction above His Girl Friday. His Girl Friday is brilliant, but it gets on my tits. It really annoys me. All that, you know, machine gun dialogue. Oh, God, my wrist is still hurting. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I know a lot of people are going to pick His Girl Friday. I'm getting ready for the hate. Here we go. Raging Bull, okay. No, I don't like Tarantino at all, but, yeah, Pulp Fiction is okay. Don't like any of these. Yeah, I'm not so keen on them either, Hussein. I'm not. Raging Bull is just another level. Okay. Raging Bull, Pulp Fiction. Okay. I think we'll move swiftly on from that one. One of the most profound movies about masculinity. Okay. All right. Okay. I knew I was going to get an unpopular response there. Okay, we're going down now. We're going down. We're reaching 122nd place. Fanny Alexander by Ingmar Bergman. The Ascent by Larissa Shepitko. Some people think that's one of the best movies ever made. Whatever. Only Angels Have Wings. More Howard Hawks. More time to annoy those people who love Howard Hawks out there. Well, Fanny Alexander by Ingmar Bergman is an easy win there. Come on. It might surprise you here, but I'm going to pick The Hawks over the Lewis and Shapitko. The Lewis and Shapitko is a great film, but I've never gone a bundle on it for some reason. It's never really hit me. Only Angels Will Have Wings definitely works. Let's see what people are picking over here. Okay. Shadow Reptile has gone for His Girl Friday in the last one. You can't pick between Pulp Fiction or Raging Bull. Definitely seen Pulp Fiction much more. Okay. I think I've seen Raging Bull more, actually, to be fair. Taxi Driver is my favourite of Marty. It's great. I would pick King of Comedy. Oh, hang on. Lots of people going for The Ascent here. The Bergman film. Yeah, I've gone for the Bergman film. Hackenbush has gone for the Hawks. Okay. Vasilio's gone for Shapitko's Ascent. Fanny and Alexander is top draw. It certainly is. It's brilliant. It's just one of the best movies ever, I think. Okay. The Hawks film is probably his best. That's an interesting choice for Howard Hawks. Okay. Fanny and Alexander would be my choice. Yeah, I'd go for that one too. Okay, that was an interesting one. Okay. Still in 122nd place. And here's what we've got. Got some interesting stuff now. The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, Jacques Demy. Johnny Guitar, Nicholas Ray. I think I was discussing that with David earlier. And The Color of Pomegranate, Sayat Nova by Sergei Parashinov. That one's quite easy for me. Much as I like Nicholas Ray's Johnny Guitar, and I do like it, it's hilarious, I'm going to pick The Color of Pomegranates by Sergei Parashinov because I think that is a real masterpiece. And such an extraordinary, weird, oniric film. Again, I apologize to lovers of Jacques Demy and musicals. Umbrellas of Cherbourg is a good film. It's just not my thing. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see what people, the stream of abuse I'm going to get here. Color of Pomegranates, top 5. I think it's an incredible film. Just stunning. Umbrellas of Cherbourg. Okay, Frank, we'll have to agree to disagree on that one. Hussein's gone for the Parashinov. Parashinov again. All my life is sadness and misery. Yeah, I know that feeling. Anyway, Cherbourg from David Dredd. I love JG, but Cop is spellbinding. Hang on. Cop. Color of Pomegranates. Yeah, it is. My brain's not working tonight. Sorry, guys. I think it is spellbinding. I think it's incredible. Okay, that's interesting. You prefer Rochefort to Cherbourg. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Sayat Nova is in my top 10. I'm glad that there's so many Sayat Nova fans out there. I love that film. I've got a great big box set devoted to it. Fantastic movie. Keeping at 122nd place, and I'll give you a hint here, right? I'll give you a little lead up on this one. It features one of my favorite films of all time and two films that I think are stupidly overrated. Can you guess which is which? So the three films are The Matrix by the Wachowski brothers, There Will Be Blood by Paul Thomas Anderson, and The Thing by John Carpenter. Yes. The Thing is a bloody masterpiece. It's great and I love it. And the other two, you can flush down the toilet as far as I'm concerned. They're so overrated. God almighty, I got sick and tired of people. You know, when I was studying film studies, The Matrix was about 2 years old and everyone was crapping on about it. It's shite. It's shite. And There Will Be Blood is so overrated. Let's see how much abuse I'm getting on the stream. Of course it's The Thing. Of course it is. Oh, thank God for that. Great. The Thing every day of the week and twice on Sunday. I completely agree with you, Steve. The Thing. It is. It's a 5 out of 5 film. It's bloody brilliant. Oh, look at the consensus here. Look at. I love you guys. Yeah, man. Oh, God. Yeah, fantastic. Okay. Equal 118th place now. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Isn't that amazing? That the Texas Chainsaw Massacre makes the top 120 films in Sight and Sound. Part of me is quite pleased about that because I think it's a brilliant film of its own kind. The Conformist, Il Conformista by Bertolucci. And Aguirre, Wrath of God. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just reflect on this for a moment, is in the same stall as The Conformist and Aguirre, Wrath of God. I think that's brilliant. And I'm going to surprise you here. It's my favorite of those three films. I know I'm a degenerate scumbag, but there it is. And, you know, also old horror fan. And of the others, I'm going to pick the Werner Herzog over The Conformist. And I'll surprise you on this Tuesday evening. I don't like The Conformist. I really don't like it at all. I find it stifling and claustrophobic and too in love with itself. Here we go. There Will Be Blood is a bloody masterpiece. The Hawks' original of The Thing is better than the Carmody nonsense. We're going to have a celebrity death match, David, aren't we? Okay. Never seen The Matrix. Looked shy after 5 minutes. You did the right thing, Cliff. You did the right thing. I like The Thing, but I'll defend The Matrix and its back-to-back sequels with honor. Fuck, there will be blood, though. This is great. I'm enjoying this very much. This is brilliant. World on a Wire is better than The Matrix. Yes. World on a Wire is better than The Matrix. It's brilliant. It's the best version of it. Okay. Agiri. TCM. Sorry, what's TCM? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Great. Agiri. Conformist. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. David's gone for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Other people are going for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's not just me. Great. Okay. Giri, I really like TCM. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is too miserable. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. All Giri is also my top favorites, but Texas Chainsaw is great. I like it, William. It's great. My silence does not indicate disapproval. I think I'm living in a film called The Struggle. Dark City is better than The Matrix. You know what, right? Who was it above said they watched 5 minutes of The Matrix and had to turn it off? I felt that way about Dark City. I was really looking forward to it. I must try that film again. I struggled with it. I couldn't get into it at all. You blokes are conformists for not liking The Conformist. Okay, I'll take it, mate. I'll take it. Bloody hell. Okay, we're down to equal 114th place. Don't Look Now. Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie. Nashville by Robert Altman. Supposedly one of the best films of the 70s. And A Woman Under the Influence by Cassavetes, which I spoke about at length in my Cassavetes video. Well, that's easy for me. Don't Look Now is an easy winner. And I'm going to put the Cassavetes above the Altman. Even though in general I like Altman more than Cassavetes, I really don't like Nashville. I find it really irritating. I think it's indulgent. So there we go. Let's see. Dark City gets a. I'm a non-conformist and I like the conformist. Frank's gone for Nashville. Hussein's gone for Woman Under the Influence. Alpha's gone for Nashville. David's gone for Don't Look Now. And Cliff's gone for Don't Look Now. I don't like Nick Rogue at all. You know what? I'm a bit of a Nick Rogue skeptic. I am, but I do like that film. Nashville just over the Cassavetes. Okay. Not seen Nashville. Nashville is all I don't like about the 70s. Great, I love it. Cassavetes fan. Okay, that one turned out to be a bit controversial. There's a bit of disagreement there. Okay, but I don't usually like Nicholas Rogue, but I go for the Nicholas Rogue there. Okay, guys, we're down to the top 108, equal 108. Now we've got some interesting films here, some interesting classics. To Be or Not to Be by Ernst Lubitsch, which Nikolai Film Classic did a video about recently. Bringing Up Baby by Howard Hawks, and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance by John Ford. Well, for me, it's an easy win for Lubitsch. To Be or Not to Be, I think, is much the best film there. That was another film that used to be genuinely regarded as one of the top 20 films of all time, and is sort of vanishing from lists. I don't know, I think in this kind of politically correct age, making a jokey film about Hitler is kind of not considered good form. But it's a great movie, very funny. It may surprise people. I'm going to pick the John Ford over the Howard Hawks. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, I've got issues with that film. It's a great film. I have certain issues with it, but it works. Bringing Up Baby, I know is a very popular film. It drives me up the wall. I just can't stand it. It makes, honestly, I'm scratching the walls with fury. But okay, let's see what people think. Bringing Up Baby, Mark's gone for Bringing Up Baby. Okay. Lovely stream, Mike. Thanks. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, okay. You've got things to go to, but Woman of the Influence is top for me. I don't think, I'm sorry, I just noticed the one. Du Maurier's story is just as good, maybe better. I think the film's better. I know. Don't Look Now is second Nashville. Okay. Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. Okay. Walkabout, Man Who Shot. Okay. This is Bringing Up Baby. You have to say Nashville is better than Magnolia. Well, yes, I would agree with that. Yeah, definitely. Liberty Valance, Bringing Up Baby. I have to continue to defend the Hawks. Okay, fair enough. Okay, as a Hawks fan, okay. Someone's gone for the Lubitsch. Hackenbush has agreed with me about the Lubitsch. Okay, Liberty Valance is the best Ford. Interesting. Okay. Lee Marvin is ridiculous. Lee Marvin is not tough enough. He's not nasty enough. I think Liberty Valance needs to be nastier. That's one of the faults of the film. I think Lee Marvin's a great actor, but he's not. You know what I mean? It doesn't quite work. Yeah, I'm not a great Screwball fan, Maura. I'm bringing up Baby. I mean, Katharine Hepburn is a great actress, but God, she's annoying in that film. Oh dear. She wore yellow. I have seen it. Yes, it's not my favourite, but I'm not a John Wayne fan. You see. Okay, on we go. Equal 108th place still. Oh, we've got some great films coming up here. This is three crackers, right? Touch of Evil, Orson Welles, Wild Strawberries, Ingmar Bergman, and The Wizard of Oz, Victor Fleming. Somewhere over the rainbow. Right. What am I going to pick here? Yeah, I'm going to go for the Bergman. I'm going to go for Wild Strawberries. I love that film so much. And because I'm a miserable bastard, as you pointed out, I am going to pick Touch of Evil over Wizard of Oz. But I do love Wizard of Oz. It was my Christmas movie when I was a kid. I watched it every Christmas. And loved The Wicked Witch of the West. So there we go. Hated the Scarecrow, though. What a twat. Right. So there we go. Let's see. Is anyone picking Wizard of Oz? Wild Strawberries. Yes, I've gone for Wild Strawberries. The cows in Tango, they're great. They're not annoying. They're brilliant. Bergman, yes, yes, okay. Okay, Wizard of Oz, okay. First film I ever bought on DVD. The first film I ever got on DVD was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What that says about me, I don't know. Top 20 for me. Oh, that's quite sweet. Oh, great. Vasilio, these are brilliant. This is great. You're a poet and you don't know it. It's great. Okay, we're up to top 104 now. This is an interesting cinephile experiment. Goodbye Dragon Inn by Simon Liang. That's a very popular cult movie amongst serious cinephiles. The Godfather Part 2 by Francis Ford Coppola, and Jaws by Steven Spielberg. So even though Jaws is much hated by posh cinephiles, it still makes the top 110. You know what? I'm going to surprise you here. I'm going to pick Jaws. I watched it again on the big screen recently, and it's bloody brilliant. It does everything a film needs to do, really. It's a great piece of mainstream cinema. I'm going to pick it over The Godfather Part 2. And for those of you who, you know, you might be surprised, but I'm going to put Goodbye Dragon in third because I'm a big advocate of slow cinema, but I actually find that film a bit dull and a bit indulgent. It doesn't really do it for me. So I'm going to go against the serious cinephiles and pick Jaws there. Let's see what's going on. Hussein's gone for Jaws. Yes, great. The Cows of Satin Tango is one of the best opening scenes. I loved it. When the first time I saw it, when those cows start moving, it's electric. It's brilliant. Okay. There's lots of people going on here. Both Godfathers are quite overrated. I agree, actually. I would go along with that. And the third one's rubbish. Okay, Jaws. Jaws is getting some support here. Okay. Goodbye Dragon Inn, Hackenbush. I feel guilty for not picking it, but there you go. Jaws, best horror film of all time. Is it a horror film? Okay. Got to go with Jaws. It's just perfect. I think it is as a mainstream movie. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, it was a hard one, that one. Godfather Part 2. Godfather Part 2, maybe. Okay. Jaws, just great. Okay, that was interesting. Okay. Close Encounters in there. I don't think it is, you know. I don't think I've seen it on the list before. Now we're getting down to equal 101st. Bloody hell. I know it's exciting, isn't it? Here comes another Jinx movie of mine. Come and See by Alan Klimov. That's one of those movies that everyone who's seen it is like, oh my God, have you seen Come and See by Alan Klimov? I have seen it, but only once, and I want to go back and see it again, but I'm struggling to find it in places. But yeah, okay. La Mama et les Putains, The Mother and the Whore by Jean Eustache, and Vagabond by Agnes Varda. All three of those are major works of cinephile love, you know, and all of them are films that I don't feel I love as much as I should, if I'm honest. I would put the Klimov top, Come and See, would be top for me of those three. And bottom would be La Mama and les Putains, which I absolutely hate. It's one of those cinephile works that other people think is a masterpiece, and I cannot stand it. It actually brings me out in a rash. I just want to, I hate the sort of insular wankery of the French Parisian intellectual set. It really annoys me. So Vagabond comes second by default. I'll probably get some hatred for this, but let's see what happens. The cows say you've got 7 hours to go. Yes, 7 hours of wonderful imagery, David. Yes. Okay, where are we now? Vagabond. Oh, Vagabond's getting come and see, but not as great as some earlier battles. Okay. Right. Oh, mate, I agree. Ivan's Childhood is brilliant. That was one of Solitary Ronin's picks in the 60s movies discussion. And I think it's a great film, very underrated. Okay, you big Eustache fan. I struggle with Eustache. I'm sorry, but yeah, okay. Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed that. The Count of Monte Cristo. So, yeah, I've heard about that film. Someone was talking about it the other day. Who was it? Look, I've put it on my list. I put it on my rental list, okay? God, blimey. Right. We're coming down into the top 100. 95th place. Here we go. The House is Black by Farrokhzad, Iranian film. It's a short film from the 60s about a leper colony. Very beautiful, very moving. Rio Bravo by Howard Hawks and Once Upon a Time in the West by Sergio Leone. You know, you wait for a West and then two come along at the same time. Okay, well, Once Upon a Time in the West by Sergio Leone is one of my top 10. I've got to pick that film. Absolutely got to pick it. But I might surprise you. I'm going to pick the Farrokhzad film, The House is Black, above Rio Bravo. Rio Bravo, it works. I've never really liked it. I don't know why. I think it's John Wayne. I just find him really irritating. I think Dean Martin's actually more interesting than John Wayne in that film. I bet there's a lot of Rio Bravo fans. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The House is Black. Lots of people picking The House is Black. That's good to see. Fantastic. Yeah, it is a great film. Incredibly powerful. Rio Bravo. Okay. House is Black. Oh, that's good. Okay. No one's picking Once Upon a Time in the West. Oh, yes. Okay. Mario has picked it. Great. It's wonderful. I love Once Upon a Time in the West. How can a documentary about lepers and flowers be in the top 100? Well, okay. Leone. Okay. Oh, I Cliff's picked Leone as well. Okay, I feel better now. Once Upon a Time in the West. It is brilliant. It's lovely. Yeah, it is good, The House is Black. It's quite hard to find. I think you might be able to find it on YouTube, actually, nowadays. It's pretty depressing, but it is a good movie. 95th place, equal 95th place. A Man Escaped, Un Homme Échappé, or what is it? Yeah, whatever. Oh, no, Un Homme Condamné à Mort Échappé or something, isn't it? By Robert Bresson. The General by Buster Keaton, another one of those old favourites. It still makes the top 100. And Black Girl, what's it called? La Noire by Ousmane Sembene. Do you know what? I've never seen that, and I feel really bad about it, but I've still not got round to watching it. I'm sorry about that. Between Man Escaped and The General, even though I love Buster Keaton, and I have my issues with Bresson, I would pick the Bresson. It's an extraordinarily intense film, that Bresson film. It's quite interesting. The General, I think, is brilliant. I think it's a brilliantly constructed movie. You know, in some ways, I think it's a bit too perfect. It's a bit too, you know, all those endless set piece scenes. It kind of a bit too much for me. What's people going to say? I bet everyone's picking the Buster Keaton, I bet. Yeah, here we go. Oh, no, okay. Man Escaped, okay. The General, Man Escaped, okay. Black Girl is lovely, okay. I'll try that. The General. Best Buster Keaton, Sherlock Jr. I love that film. And I really like Our Hospitality, which does not get as much love as it should do. It's great. The General is well good. I know he did all those stunts himself, and they're incredible. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Buster Keaton. And I've got all his short films up there. I just, in this case, I picked the Bresson, just. The Navigator is great as well. Yeah, it is. What other ones do I like? I quite like, there's a one, is it called Seven Chances? Which is not regarded as one of his best, but it's some of his funniest gags in it. It's the one where he's running down the hill and there's all the boulders coming after him. And the boulders just managed to go over him. Have you seen that one? That's a brilliant scene. I don't know how he did that. It's really clever. Okay. Right, on we go. Still at equal 95 place. Tropical Malady by Apichatpong Weerasethakul. Get Out by Jordan Peele, very popular late film. And Parasite by Bong Joon-ho. We're getting into the sort of films that the young'uns pick. I know, isn't that patronising of me? But no, I'm joking. I'm joking. Well, I mean, look, for me, Apichatpong's film wins easily there. Tropical Malady was the first Apichatpong film I saw, and it really blew my mind. I thought it was amazing. Between Get Out and Parasite, I have no very strong feelings there, to be honest. I think they're both good films, but I think they're a bit overrated. You know, they're the kind of films that are getting praised in an era when, I don't know, the average is getting overrated. Those two films would have disappeared in the 60s and 70s. No one would have bothered with them. They're perfectly good movies, right? They're well constructed, well made movies, but they're not that interesting, really. Let's see how much hate I'm getting. Tropical Malady, of course. Yeah, I mean, it has. Yeah, Seven Chances, an epic ending, but nothing can top Sherlock. I agree with that, actually. Sherlock Jr. is just so beautiful. So many different types of gags as well. You know, the cinema gag, the pool table gag. It's great. I think it's poetry in motion. It is. Tropical Malady is a really great film. There's a French film which takes the piss out of Tropical Malady. There's a group of people in a living room all watching it, and they're all getting bored out of their minds. But I can't remember what film it is. Apichatpong. Okay, everyone's going for the Apichatpong. That's good. Haven't seen Parasite or Tropical. Okay, fair enough. Get Out. Yeah, they should be lower. Yeah, I mean, I think Get Out and Parasite, they're only making it because they're recent. Really, let's be honest. Tropical Malady, yeah. Tropical Malady is the greatest film of the gay experience. Interesting. Okay. When I saw it in the cinema in the mix of all else. Okay. All right. Okay. That's interesting. Didn't care for Get Out. Not bothered with Parasite. Never heard of the other. I love it. I love it, Cliff. Get Out is so boring. You know what? Right. I did quite like watching it, but its best idea felt to me to be nicked from Under the Skin by Jonathan Glazer. You know, when he's going down into that pit, it felt like it was kind of using that imagery to me. Maybe that's a bit unfair. I don't know. Okay, equal 90th place, guys. Here we go. Yi Yi by Edward Yang, which I talked about last year. Ugetsu Monogatari by Mizoguchi. And The Leopard by Visconti, which I know is many people's favorite film. The guys over on Solitary Ronin's channel were talking about it. I know many people adore that movie. A friend of mine, I was talking to a friend at dinner the other day, and they said that the ballroom sequence in Visconti's The Leopard is one of their great moments of cinema. And I didn't know what to say, because I've talked about this. I've been honest about this. I find The Leopard by Visconti incredibly boring. Even with Burt Lancaster and Claudia Cardinale in it, it drives me up the wall. And I know I should love it. I don't know what it is. I just don't like that movie. And I really struggle with Visconti. I'm going to pick, even though I love Edward Yang, as you know, I'm actually going to pick the Mizoguchi, Ugetsu, which was one of the very first sort of classic movies I discovered as a cinephile when I came to London and went to, the BFI and all the repertory cinemas. And I thought it was so beautiful and strange. It's one of those movies where sometimes when I watch it, I'm a bit cool on it. And other times I just think this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So I'm going to pick Ugetsu. Let's see what people are picking. Ugetsu, easily my favorite film. Interesting, Mark. Okay. Rosemary's Baby came before Get Out. Yeah, okay, yeah. Ugetsu. Yeah, the cinematography is mind-blowing. It's stunning. Leopard is top 5. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Frank. I feel bad. Okay, Ugetsu. Dr. David has retracted his message. What was that, David? I dread to think. Machiko, yes. Stephen Films, you're still up. Steve, this is heroic. Thank you so much for staying up. Huge love for Ugetsu. Oh, it's good to see. Between Yi and Fugetsu, can't do it. It is difficult. It is difficult. Jealous of his handsomeness. Yeah, the thing about Delon, Ron, he was a great actor, amazing face and presence, but you're sort of apart from him, aren't you? Don't you think? Yeah, I'm the same, Cliff. I have it here and I want to like it more than I do. Yeah, I know. I want to like it more as well. Came to my senses. Okay. We're at 1 on something, David, Okay, so here we go. Now we're getting down to equal 88th place. It's hotting up, guys. Actually, yeah, okay. So we've got, now you see, this is a film that makes me feel a bit melancholy. Madame de by Max Offals. used to regularly be considered one of the greatest films ever. I like the fact that it's still making the top 100. I like the fact that those old classics still get there, you know? But it's falling out of favor, isn't it? My brother came to stay once, and he just randomly picked a film off the shelf out of my DVD collection, and he picked Madame Deux, and he said, "This is brilliant." So it still works. Okay, then it's got The Shining, Kubrick. You know how much I like that, and Chungking Express by Wong Kar-wai. Well, I'm not a great fan of Wong Kar-wai. I know a lot of people are, but that's going to be third place for me by a mile. I'm going to put The Shining above Madame Deux. I'm sorry to classic cinephiles, but The Shining, I love The Shining. Do you know, apparently I was reading the other day that Clint Eastwood hated The Shining, thought it was crap. What an arsehole. Okay, let's see what people are saying. Madame Deux, okay. Shining. Oh, Chunking. Oh, a lot of people could got Chunking Express. The Shining by default. Okay, I think that means you don't like the other two. The Shining. Chunking Express is too much fun. Okay. I'm presuming you mean that in a good way. It's just too much fun. I can't deal with that. Okay. Chunking Express. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I was expecting The Shining. Shine on you, crazy diamond. You crazy diamond. Right, okay, and Cliff's gone for The Shining as well. Okay, let's move swiftly on. Equal 85th place. She wore blue velvet. Da, da, da. That's David Lynch. Spirit of the Beehive, El Espíritu de la Colmena by Victor Erice. I remember reading somewhere someone who taught film studies said that was the one film, whenever he put it on, all the students liked it. And Pierrot Le Fou by Jean-Luc Godard, which is a film that everyone loves except me because I fucking hate it. Sorry, excuse me. I just can't stand that movie. It drives me up the wall. So I apologize to David Lynch fans, but Spirit of the Beehive is going to be my winner there. I love that film. Let's see what people are saying. I bet Blue Velvet's going to get a lot of picks. Must be Spirit of the Beehive. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Such a beautiful film. Lots of Blue Velvet fans. Blue Velvet is top 10 for me, and Spirit of Beehive is top 50. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Piero the Madman. Okay, Hackenbush. I can't, yeah. El Sol del Nombrillo. We've just had that. That came back a bit back, and I love that film. I'm glad you do as well. I'm glad someone else appreciates it. I like Lynch, but dislike Blue Velvet. I think it's daft. You know what? I can sort of see where you're coming from. First time I watched Blue Velvet, I was a bit sort of, I like Dennis Hopper, but the rest of it kind of left me a bit cold. I've come round to liking it more as I've gone on. Blue Velvet, Pierrot Le Fou, Jean-Paul and Anna Kay, what a combo. Yeah, they're great, but I'm not keen on the film. I share your hate for Godard. Don't worry, we're not alone. Okay, right. Equal 78th place now. Equal 78th place. Now, talking of Godard, Histoire du Cinéma by Godard, which is coming out in a new deluxe version from Radiance Films, I believe. A Matter of Life and Death by Powell and Pressburger. And Modern Times by Charlie Chaplin. Well, I mean, that's an easy winner for me. Powell and Pressburger all day long. I love Matter of Life and Death. Between Histoire du Cinéma and Modern Times, you know what I'm going to go for, don't you? Histoire du Cinéma. I'm going to put the Chaplin third. You weren't expecting that, were you? No. Well, there you are. Right. Let's see what people are picking. Yeah, that's absolutely right, Dr. David. There's no need to hate God. There will be no Tarantino without him. He created Tarantino. Absolutely. That is absolutely spot on. Modern Times is great, but Matter of Life and Death has my heart. Yeah, mine too. Modern Times. Okay, Hussein's gone for Modern Times. I'm the biggest snob, Histoire du Cinéma. Yeah, Histoire du Cinéma is interesting, but it slightly irritates me, I have to be honest. Modern Times just over the Powell. Okay. Lots of Chaplin fans. That's good. Histoire du Cinéma. Godard's greatest achievement. Can't wait to revisit it with the Radiance release. I must admit, I'm tempted to go look at the Radiance release. Yeah, I would be interested to see how they deal with that. Okay. Still 35 viewers. Thanks for staying with me on this, guys. Okay. 78th place, we've got, three masterpieces come together. Sunset Boulevard by Billy Wilder, Celine and Julie Go Boating by Jacques Rivette, and Brighter Summer Day by Edward Yang. How are we going to choose between those three? They're bloody brilliant. Um, oh my God, that is really difficult. Okay, I'm going to make a snap judgment. Celine and Julie Go Boating is going to come top. And then Brighter Summer Day with Sunset Boulevard third. I apologize to classic Hollywood fans because Sunset Boulevard is so good. It's such a great film. That is really hard. Those three are all brilliant for me. They're all together. Let's see what you guys are picking. Hussein's gone for Sunset Boulevard. Hackenbush has gone for Celine and Julie. Frank's gone for Celine and Julie. So, Mark's gone for Sunset Boulevard. Dr. David's gone for Sunset Boulevard. Oh, lots of people gone for Sunset Boulevard. Fair enough. Such a perfect film on cinema. Yeah, it is a great film. It is a wonderful film. I love the way it combines Hollywood satire with the horror movie. So that, she's almost like Dracula in her castle. I love all that. And Stroheim's great, isn't he? Yeah, he is great. Defining film, Bright Summer Day. That was such a tricky one. That was a really difficult one. They're all beautiful films. Equal 75th place. Satan Tango. The Cows. They're back. Spirited Away by Miyazaki. And Sancho the Bailiff by Kenji Mizoguchi. Three other great films. All terrific. You know what I'm going to pick, don't you? It's The Cows. It's Satan Tango. I know you're so happy. Now, between the two Japanese films, I'm torn because I know most people would pick Sancho the Bailiff by Mizoguchi, but I really love Spirited Away by Miyazaki. I think it's a beautiful animation. And it probably means more to me. So I'm going to pick Spirited Away as my second place. I know that's gonna get rise the hackles. I bet everyone's picking Sancho. Yeah, Bellatar. I love the Bellatar. Satan Tango, Sancho the Bailiff, one of the very best. I feel guilty for not putting it third. Spirited Away is the best anime ever. It's one of those. It definitely. The Doctor is the most relatable character ever. I love that scene with the Doctor getting drunk in his chair. I love it. Love it. I could watch it all day. The scene with the lake in Sancho the Bailiff is extraordinary. Have you noticed that all the best scenes in Mizoguchi are on the lake? Chikumatsu Monogatari, the scene on the lake in that is beautiful. Okay. Satan Tango. Moo. Look, the cows are great. You've just got to, just got to face it. They're great. Leaning towards Sancho. It is very difficult to choose. And Spirited Away is great as well. Okay. Now we go, oh, look at this. Now, these films should be in the top 20. What were they doing at 72nd? Now, look, we've got another Douglas Sirk film for the Douglas Sirk fans. I know. Imitation of Life. I mean, the original with John Stahl in the 30s is much better film. Anyway, but then together, right, in equal 72nd place, L'Avventura by Antonioni, the film that started modern cinema, and Journey to Italy by Roberto Rossellini, which is one of the top 6 films of my life. In 72nd place, it's a bloody insult. Bloody insult. Anyway, right, okay, so Imitation of Life is third. Between L'Avventura and Journey to Italy, I've got to pick L'Avventura because I think that is the film that created modern cinema, the cinema that I love, the modern art world cinema. So there we go. But Journey to Italy. Let's see what people are picking there. Okay, Antonioni, good, yeah. I think Journey to Italy is one of the greatest films of all time. I think it is. I think it's an extraordinary experience. Lots of people are picking Antonioni. That does my heart good. Imitation of Life is a masterclass, is L'Avventura, but Journey to Italy gets it. Interesting. Okay. John Stahl is an underrated director from the Golden Age. He is brilliant. I saw a whole season of his films in Bologna in Italy, and he's so good. His early melodramas, the sort of early 30s ones, are excellent. They're really good. Backstreet with Irene Dunne. What a great movie. Okay. I know, not even top 50. It's disgusting, really, when you see some of the films that are in the top 50. Journey to Italy. Okay, that's good. Oh, God, I'm enjoying seeing the love for Journey to Italy. I really am. That's great. Okay. Equal 67th place now. My Neighbor Totoro by Miyazaki. The Red Shoes, very popular film with Paul Pressburger. And Metropolis by Fritz Lang. Now, I like all three films there, but I'm going to say that for me, there's an easy winner, and that is The Red Shoes. I would pick The Red Shoes over the others all day and every day. And I think I would pick My Neighbor Totoro over Metropolis. Metropolis, I think, is a great film that's become a little bit overrated, actually. It's a bit of a pudding. It's got some fantastic imagery, but it's not one of Lang's best. It's not up with Denis Lungen or Mabusa or Spioni, I don't think, or M. I bet I'm getting a lot of hate on the thing. Let's watch. Let's see what's going on. The Red Shoes. Okay, yeah. How badly the Italians have been treated on this list. Too right, mate. The Red Shoes. Okay, Hussein's gone for Metropolis. Okay, it is very difficult to pick between those ones. I agree with you, lover of books, film. Metropolis is the best of them. I don't know. I don't know. Only Yesterday. Isn't that a great film? That was a film I'd never even heard of before this festival. I thought it was wonderful. Margaret Sullivan, isn't it? Beautiful film. I still love Life and Death of Colonel Blimp most from Michael Powell. I totally understand. I think it's actually his best film, although Black Narcissus has got my heart. Okay, interesting. I thought there might be more Metropolis fans. Oh, Steve's angry with me. My Neighbor Totoro above the cinematic Marvel Metropolis. I know, Steve. I'm sorry, but My Neighbor Totoro is such a lovely children's film. We should, acknowledge good children's films sometimes. Okay, equals 67th place. I've got some interesting ones here. David, you'll love this one. Andrei Rublev. I know, it's great, isn't it? By Tarkovsky. La Jetée by Chris Marker. And The Gleaners and I by Agnes Varda. All three good films. But there's an easy 1, 2, 3 for me. I'm going to put The Gleaners and I third. La Jetée second. And Andrei Rublev first. Andrei Rublev is amazing. So good. Let's see what people are picking. Andrei Rublev, yes. I love La Jetée. I love it too, but I think Andrei Rublev is something very special. So I Know Where I'm Going for the first time last week stole my heart. Oh, mate. Great. That's good to hear. Miyazaki brings you out of your misery. Are you talking about my personal misery or whatever? Tarkovsky is a master. He's brilliant. La Jetée, okay. Frank's gone for The Gleaners and I. That's interesting. Okay. Hark the Tark over the mark. Vasilio is still doing some poetry. La Jetée made me want to make films. That's a lovely compliment, I think. You know the film that made me most want to make films? Mad Max 2. I know. Something wrong with me, isn't there? Have you seen Sand Snow by Chris Marker? Amazing movie. It's in my top 100 films. Love it. I think that's a film that anyone could like. In fact, didn't I pick it last week as one of my top 30 films? I think I did. Okay, right. Equal 63rd place now. And we've got Tuki Buki by Djibril Diop Membete, The Third Man by Carol Reed, and Goodfellas by Scorsese. Now, I'm going to upset a lot of people here because I found out when I did my Scorsese video that a lot of my subscribers didn't like Goodfellas. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I could watch it again and again. And it's definitely my favorite of these three. I might surprise you, though. I'm going to pick Tuki Buki over The Third Man. I know. The Third Man is one of my blind spots. Everyone says it's the best British movie ever made. It's a British noir, which I love. I should love it, and I love the cuckoo clock scene with Orson Welles. But you know what? As a film, I've never really liked it very much. It just doesn't do it for me. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. You watch. Tuki Buki is so good. It is a good film. It is. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, sensual film. I love the way it's shot and the sound. All those, talking about cows, all those cows being slaughtered at the start and all that red blood. Wow. Okay. Tuki Buki, Goodfellas. Okay. Lots of people picking The Third Man. I thought they would do. Another hot take from Mike. Oh no, David, I think I'm going to be on top of your shit list by the end of this video. The Third Man because of Alida Valli. But she doesn't do very much, does she? She just walks away at the end. It's a bit of a nothing role for her, I thought. Raging Bull is still my favourite Scorsese movie. We talked about that earlier in the video. Goodfellas. The Third Man, Goodfellas is okay. Oh, some people agree with me about Goodfellas, though. That's good. Right, okay, let's keep going. Equals 60th now. Casablanca, Curtis. Still a popular film, isn't it, Casablanca? It was my dad's favourite film. My dad was one of these people, right? He knew I was interested in film, so he'd say, you know what my favourite film is, Mike? Casablanca. Humphrey Bogart. He used to say that to me as if he'd said it to me for the first time, when actually it was the 260th time he told me. Mind you, towards the end of his life, as he was getting ill, um, Breakfast at Tiffany's overtook it. I think because he wanted to watch Audrey Hepburn. Anyway, Casablanca, Daughters of the Dust by Julie Dash, and La Dolce Vita by Federico Fellini. Well, surprisingly, I'm going to pick Casablanca. Actually, I'm not a great Casablanca fan, but I no, I mean what I mean. It's a great film. It's a brilliant story, great dialogue, great actors. It's just not my kind of cinema. The other two, Daughters of the Dust, I've only ever seen once, and I must admit I wasn't concentrating that much, so I probably didn't give it my full, you know. And La Dolce Vita is a film that I've always found really intensely irritating. Rather like my nose running, which is annoying. Okay, so I don't know how to put those two. I'm going to put Casablanca top, Dolce Vita second, Daughters of the Dust third, but I'm not really that bothered. But Casablanca is my winner there. Okay, interesting. Talked about it in film school. When the teacher talked about the film afterwards, I sort of got it. The Dolce Vita is not Fellini's best. I agree with that, actually. Casablanca out of those. Casablanca, but that woman in it is awful. On the Waterfront was my dad's favourite film, but Bogart was a god to his generation. Yeah. Have you seen Casablanca? Yes, I have seen Casablanca. Here's looking at you, kid. Okay. The music ruins Daughters of the Dust for me. I can't remember, to be honest. Casablanca is so iconic. That's, you know, it's like my dad all over again. It's giving me nightmares, you saying that, you know. He used to say it to me every single time I went up to visit. I mean, what is wrong with him? I'm going to have to blow my nose, guys. So you talk amongst yourselves. Have a debate about Howard Hawks. Honestly, the perils of live streaming. Right. It does have fantastic dialogue, and Claude Rains, I think, gets all the best lines. Right, check out Casablanca. Well, I'm going to stop talking about Casablanca now. Otherwise, I'm going to have screaming abdabs all night. Right, we're getting down to the equal 54th place now. Moonlight by Barry Jenkins. You see, that's one of those films that's only there because it's modern, and it won an Oscar a few years ago. And people think, oh, perhaps I should pick that. It irritates me, you know, as if that's better than bloody La Ventura and Journey to Italy. Come on. Sans Soleil by Chris Marker. There it is. We've just been talking about it. So we've got Moonlight by Barry Jenkins, Sans Soleil by Chris Marker, or The Apartment by Billy Wilder. Never would have been one of my favourite Billy Wilder films. Well, look, the Chris Marker's easily the best there. Come off it. And I'm going to pick The Apartment over Moonlight, even though I'm not actually very keen on The Apartment. Oh, God. Right, let's see what people are picking. Moonlight was okay. Yeah, I think that's probably the best description of it, to be honest. Without Sun, yeah, brilliant film. That modern cinema crap, ain't it? Exactly my words, Steve. You took them right out of my mouth. Okay. Oh, there's a Hawks conversation going on. Thanks for that. Sans Soleil, yeah, okay. Easily Sans Soleil. Yes, I thought so. Oh, Mark's gone for The Apartment. Okay. Right. We're going to equal 54th place now. We're nearly in the top 50, guys. And here it is. We were just talking about it. Sherlock Jr., Buster Keaton. Le Mépris by Godard, the one Godard film that I would say is a masterpiece. And Battleship Potemkin by Eisenstein. 3 great films there. Real top-class cinephile stuff. Okay, well, because I was a bit mean on the general earlier, I'm going to pick the Buster Keaton because Sherlock Jr. is so good. It's such a lovely movie. Between the Godard and the Eisenstein, I'm going to pick the Eisenstein, actually. Because, you know, whatever you think about the Soviet propaganda of the 20s, Eisenstein was a bit of a bombastic director, but God, his use of imagery and editing was quite brilliant. I do like Le Mépris, Godard fans, I do. But yes, I'm going to pick that as second place. Let's see what's going on. Sherlock Jr. should be top 5. It's a wonderful film, isn't it? Hussein's gone for Battleship Potemkin. Lone Star's gone for Battleship Potemkin. Morrow's retracted their comment. Oh, okay. Contempt haunts me still. Okay, it is a good film. Mark's gone for Contempt as well. And Davey and Hackenbush have both gone for Contempt. That was a controversial one. Okay. Equal 52nd place now. Blade Runner, Ridley Scott. The film that really got me interested in cinema as an art form. News from Home by Chantal Ackerman. And Fear Eats the Soul by Rainer Werner Fassbinder. For me, this is a bit of an unfair one because I'm not very familiar with the Ackerman and Fassbinder films. So that's what I mean. Blade Runner is always going to come top anyway because it's one of my favorite films ever. Of the other two, I couldn't really put them in order. I can't really put them in order. You know what was interesting, right? I was looking at Martin Scorsese did a list of his 125 favorite films, and he picked about 3 or 4 Fassbinder films. I thought that was quite interesting. I wouldn't have thought of Scorsese as a Fassbinder fan. There you go. Okay, what people are picking here? I'd much rather look at Bardot than a bunch of cows. Well, yes, so would I, but those cows are still great. I thought Blade Runner would be higher. I love Blade Runner. Lots of people picking Blade Runner. News from Home, Frank. You're making me feel guilty. But okay, good. Blade Runner. Ali Eats the Soul from Vasilio. Fear Eats the Soul is amazing. Lone Star. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting difference of opinion here. Blade Runner, the Vangelis score alone is enough for me. The Borat from Doctor Who's Time Lash there. The Vangelis score is wonderful. I still listen to that all the time. Fassbinder. Oh, lots of nice difference of opinions there, but a lot of people seem to agree with me about Blade Runner. Okay. Now, guys, we're into the top 50. Here we go. The Piano, Jane Campion. Really? Is that one of the top 50 films ever made? Didn't you always think that was overrated? I mean, I love the music, but okay. Le Quatre Cents Coups, it's still there in the top 50, Francois Truffaut and Audette. Well, those of you who follow this channel know that Audette by Carl Dreyer is my favorite film ever. So that's going to be an easy win. And I'm going to pick the Truffaut over the Jane Campion every day of the week. So that was an easy one for me. But was it easy for you? Let's find out. Blade Runner is rubbish. I've never seen the other two, but I can't pick Blade Runner. Blimey. Those Bardot haters would not have cancelled it if they'd seen Contempt too, right? That scene at the start. Cripes. Do you like my bum? Do you like my skin? Okay. Okay, The Piano. Wow. The Word. Okay, right. I think The Piano is quite interesting, actually. Frank's telling me off. Okay, Frank. 400 Blows. The Piano, I think, is really incredible. I know that you like that film, David, actually. Yes, I remember now. Yes. The Word. Oh, The Word is Audette. Oh, yeah, yes. Okay, good. Still love The Piano. Pure Refuse. Go for it, Vasilio. Don't hold back, you know. That's what we like. I still have to watch Audette. Okay, and Icelandic Psycho is going for it as well, and 400 Blows is overrated. Blimey, it's all kicking off now. Right. As we fire away through the top 50, we're now down to equal 45th place. Here's one of these films that now, you know, the institution loves and tells us is one of the best movies ever made, and that is Wonder by Barbara Loden. Have you seen that? I actually don't rate it that highly. I think it's one of these films that's being sort of curried as one of the great films, and it isn't really. But two really good films with it, which are among the best films ever made: Barry Lyndon by Stanley Kubrick and North by Northwest by Alfred Hitchcock. Well, you'll know from my live cast last week that Barry Lyndon is one of my top 30, so Barry Lyndon comes top, but North by Northwest is fine. So that's a very good second. Wonder is much the third there for me. I bet there's loads of people who say they like Wonder. You wait. L'Atalante was in the top 10 last time. I don't think it's in the top 10 this time. I don't think so. Barry Lyndon. Wonder is good, but not that good. Yeah, that's kind of how it sums it up for me. Hitchcock for Mark. Hitchcock for Hackenbush. Barry Lyndon for Steve. North by Northwest. I'd go Barry Lyndon, but North by Northwest is so good. Okay, North by Northwest. Yep. Okay, lots of Hitchcock fans there. No one for about Wonder. Did anyone pick Wonder? No, it's failed. Okay. Now equal 43rd place. Here we go. The Battle of Algiers by Gillo Pontecorvo, Stalker by Andrei Tarkovsky, and Killer of Sheep by Charles Burnett. All three good films there. But I think for me, there's a clear 1, 2, 3. Stalker by Tarkovsky by a country mile. Battle of Algiers is great. It would come second for me there. Killer of Sheep is great, but it would come third. Let's see what you guys think. Barry Lyndon. Rigsby is great in it. He's so good in it. Len Roster. No Wonder About Wonder. Yeah. Stalker, Killer of Sheep. Ah, Frank's gone for Killer of Sheep. Stalker's brilliant. One of the greatest of all time, I agree. Stalker, Stalker. Battle of Algiers every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Wow. Okay. Stalker is in my top 30. Right. Great film. Stalker has to be the cherry on top. Stalker by Mora. Brilliant. Okay. Ah, bloody hell. I don't know what this is about. Probably some new kind of hantavirus or whatever it's called. Okay. 38th place now. Hantavirus. Well, that's nonsense. Okay. Rashomon. Rashomon still gets in the top 50. Haven't we got past that now? I think, I watched it again the other day. It's beautifully, crafted, but I think that whole thing of telling it from different perspectives has got a bit old somehow. Bicycle Thieves still makes the top 50. It's still hanging on in there. And Rear Window by Hitchcock. Rear Window by Hitchcock every day of the week for me. I've got to be honest. Between Rashomon and Bicycle Thieves, I'm not really that bothered. They're about equal for me. I'll pick Rashomon. More for the actors, really. Let's see what you're picking. Bicycle Thieves, lover of books, picks Bicycle Thieves. Stalker is misery par excellence if you like that sort of thing. I think The Sacrifice is better. I noticed that you picked The Sacrifice as your best Tarkovsky. I was quite interested in that because that's the one that I don't really get on with, even though I think it's a great film. 3 greats there. Rear Window, yeah. I think Rear Window. Yeah. Oh, everyone else thinks Rear Window. Rashomon is one of the less interesting Kurosawas. It's interesting, isn't it? Rashomon for Mifune, Mori, and Machiko, and because of the proximity bias. I thought you would pick Rashomon, Steve, because she is brilliant in it. She is fantastic in it. Rear Window, Bicycle Thieves, Rear Window, Rashomon, yeah, a bit overrated. I think so. Grace Kelly is gorgeous, isn't he? And he doesn't seem to be interested in her. I was always outraged by that as a kid. Very unique, incredible in its austerity. It's a brilliant film, Rear Window. It might be Hitchcock's most perfect film, but I find Vertigo more haunting somehow. Right. People only don't rate Rashomon because everyone has copied it. I think that's an interesting comment. I wonder if that's true in a way. If I'd seen Rashomon at the time when it came out, how I would have felt about it. But the thing is, Rashomon wasn't totally original. I mean, when you think about William Faulkner as I Lay Dying, and interestingly, over in England, Anthony Asquith, cuddly old Anthony Asquith, was making The Woman in Question, which is kind of similar, but probably not as good. Yeah, Williams, I like Ran. Yes. Okay. Rear Window is near perfection. It is. It is perfection. Okay, 36th place now. Here we go. Abu de Souffle, Breathless by Jean-Luc Godard. I know that Willie, if he's watching, it's one of his 13 favourite films. I've never liked it, never cared for it. Some Like It Hot by Billy Wilder and Fritz Lang's M. 36th. Fritz Lang's M. Surely that's in the top 30. Anyway, well, much as I love Some Like It Hot, and I do, I've got to pick Fritz Lang's M. I've got to, because that is an absolute masterpiece. Abu de Souffle is way down there for me. I can't stand that bloody film. Okay, here we go. Wow, there's lots of comments. Breathless, another top 5 for me. Okay, sorry, Frank. I'm not so keen. Could you explain why Mulholland Drive is a good film? No way is it a top 50. We haven't quite got there yet. Hang on a sec. M is a masterpiece. Brilliant. Yes. Well, if people haven't seen Marnie with Nude Eyes, I certainly have. I think Marnie's fascinating. I think it's a great film. Some Like It Hot, best comedy ever made. It's definitely in my top 4 comedies. I love it. I like Airplane, Play It Again, Sam with Woody Allen, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail. But Some Like It Hot is just sublime. One of the best films of the male experience. What, M or Some Like It Hot? That's quite interesting. Peter Lorre Makes Me Happy. Yeah, well, not in that film, but yeah, he's great, isn't he? I'll defend Breathless, even though the others are great. Okay, Steve. Okay. On the Fritz for M. On the Fritz. I love it. Mulholland Drive is an absolute masterwork. I think it's great, Mulholland Drive. I do, but we'll come to that in a minute. Some Like It Hot. Why not? Breathless, one of those key films in my life. Seeing it as a teenager changed how I view cinema. Okay, fair enough. A tie between Booth to Some Like It Hot. I have an original poster of Godard's films on my wall, so it's up there for me. Okay. But Play It Again, Sam wasn't in your top Woody Allen films. It wasn't. I wanted it to be, but I was a bit of a wanker because it's directed by Herbert Ross, so I didn't include it. But I wanted to. I used to naturally talk like Laurie as a teen. Great. Which particular Laurie, though? Is it in the Casablanca or M or the Raven? That'd be interesting to know. Nouvelle Vague is almost as good as Breathless. Interesting take. Manhattan is my favorite Woody Allen. I think I put it third or second. Okay. We're coming down to 34 now. Oh, we're getting some gems now. City Lights by Chaplin. Pathapanchali by Satyajit Ray. L'Atalante. There it is, L'Atalante. Used to be in the top 10. It's now 34th place. Well, for me, I'm going to pick the Satyajit Ray, Pathapanchali. I love that film so much. L'Atalante is my second place, and the Chaplin comes third. What have you gone for here? I know that City Lights is very popular, but it's not really me. Yeah, sorry, Frank. Yeah, you anticipated me there. City Lights easily, but I know you don't like Chaplin. L'Atalante is a timeless gem. It is. It's fantastic. L'Atalante is my favorite film ever. Lone Star. I love that. I love that passion. Oh, L'Atalante's getting a lot of votes. That's interesting. I thought people might go for Pathapanchali. Steve, for films, are you still awake? I think you might go for Pathapanchali as well. I don't know. Play It Again, Sam is better than Annie Hall. It's funnier, but I do love Annie Hall. Which is your favorite Chaplin? I hate this. Limelight. I know it's a wank answer, isn't it? But there you go. Because they've got the scenes with him and Buster Keaton, which is so moving. Don't make me choose between them. Twist My Arm, might have to go with the Rye. It's a true great. Okay. Moving. Screwball comedies. Yeah, I love the scenes with Michel Simon and the cats. That bit when he's showing around his room. That's one of the great scenes in cinema. I love that bit so much. Satyajit Ray, I love that trilogy. I do too, but particularly Pathapanchali. Take the Money and Run is my favorite. I love the scene when he goes to do the bank heist and he hands over the note and they can't read the note. That still makes me laugh. I think that's fantastic. Persona should be number one. Let's see where it falls. Yeah, resting. Yeah, Michelle. Everything with Michelle Simon in L'Atalante is amazing. Just amazing. Okay, we're up to 31, equal 31st place here. And we've got 8.5 by Fellini, which all directors love. And I find a bit of a schlep. The first 5 minutes, great. After that, Psycho by Hitchcock and Mirror by Tarkovsky. Zemla, I think it is in Russian. Is that right? Have I got that right? Okay. Well, you might be surprised here, but I'm the Tarkovsky all the way. Mirror for me. If you watched my Hitchcock video, you know that I've got certain issues with Psycho. Brilliant, though the first 45 minutes are. I think it gets a bit ordinary after that. So for me, it's Mirror, Psycho, 8.5. Easy. Let's see what you guys think, though. The Gun Made of Soap. It's hilarious. It's brilliant. Okay. There's some retracted messages here. Oh my goodness. Psycho or Mirror? Okay, Mirror 8.5. Davy's gone for 8.5. Pathapanchali is in my top 10. Incidentally, it's a great film. Mirror 8.5. 8.5 is a profound statement on life, and it's gloriously life-affirming. Sorry, misery lovers. Fantastic. Mirror. So you're putting Psycho over Mirror. I like Perkins' performance too much. He is brilliant in that. Yeah. Mirror is so beautiful. It is. It is so beautiful. Psycho is average. It's average in the last half. The first bit is brilliant. The last bit is not so good. Zerkallo. Sorry. Zerkallo. Zemla is... What am I thinking of? Mirror is too beautiful to be ranked where it is. Oh, I love that. We all go a little Mike sometimes. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm crazy? Oh, okay. The bank scene goes on too long. I thought it was quite funny. Okay. Fellini has too much Italian dancing in his movies. Love it. Okay. Now we're getting into the top 30. Wow. Now you see, look, come on. I'm sorry to be a grouch here, but Portrait of a Lady on Fire by Celine Sciamma. Is that really one of the top 30 movies ever made? Or is that an overrated modern movie that pleases the sort of, the sight and sound crowd? Because it's making all the right noises politically and ideologically. I don't know. Perhaps I'm a bit of a grump. Then there's Taxi Driver by Scorsese and Daisies by Vera Kitilova, which is one of those movies that, serious cinephiles love, and I've never quite broken into it. I can't get into it. So Taxi Driver by default wins there. I do like Taxi Driver though. I defend it. I'm going to put Daisies above Portrait of a Lady on Fire because I have a bit of an issue with that film. I mean, that film, I was watching Portrait of a Lady on Fire in the cinema, and the scene when she jumps out of the boat to get her easel at the beginning, I started laughing, I started giggling, and that was it. I couldn't get into it after that. Anyway, here we go. No, it does not. Oh dear. Okay, fair enough, Steve. I didn't hear Psycho. That is my final answer. The cinematography and music is absolutely stunning. I feel I'm getting told off again, David, but don't worry. Psycho doesn't feel like Hitchcock. That's interesting. Well, not early Hitchcock, no. Taxi Driver, yes, Taxi Driver, okay. Portrait of a Lady on Fire is wonderful, but Daisies is so anarchic and fun. I must rewatch Daisies. I must get into it. Taxi Driver by a Million Galaxies. I would agree, actually, on that one. Taxi Driver is clean like my conscience. Facilio's on top form today. I've seen Daisies twice, but it never clicked. Yeah, I'm kind of on that page. A cozy watch, Taxi Driver. Blimey. It took your lady 2 years to convince her to watch it. Well, I kind of understand that. I mean, I don't think it's it's not a date film, is it? It's a bit like when Robert De Niro takes, lovely, what's her face? Oh, I can't remember her name. Sybil Shepherd to the movies to watch that porn film. I got to get the guy selling guns. Yeah, I got to get organ in his eyes. Yeah, anything great about Lady on Fire is the ending. Yes, well, yeah. That's interesting. More Hitchcock than Scorsese. That's why it's his best film. Interesting. That could be interpreted as a very rude message. But okay. Well, yes, we'll move on. I saw Wolf of Wall Street on a date. Blimey. Well, look, I'm the guy who saw Eyes Wide Shut on a date. I'm still scarred by that experience. I also remember taking a girlfriend to see the sequel to Wayne Wang's Smoke called Blue in the Face, which is one of the dullest films ever made. We were both fast asleep. Icelandic Psycho's retracted his message. Probably a good idea. Portrait would have been a better movie if it wasn't made. I'm kind of on that page with you, I'll tell you. Okay, we're getting into equal 25th place here. Shower by Claude Lanzmann. To my eternal shame, I have not watched it all the way through yet. And I really apologize for that. That's bad. Night of the Hunter by Charles Lawton. And O Hazard Balthazar by Bresson. I feel the same way about that as I feel about Mouchette. A masterpiece of filmmaking, and I don't like it. It irritates me. So Night of the Hunter is an easy winner. And even though I've not finished it, I'm going to pick Shower over O Hazard Balthazar. Let's see how much hate I get for that. You took a girl to 4 months, 3 weeks, 2 days on a first date. Mate, I feel for you. I'd buy you a drink if you were here. Okay. Wall Street is better than Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know about that. Night of the Hunter is beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Wolf of Wall Street is way over the top. That's what's fun about it. Night of the Hunter is getting a lot of love here. Oh, Hazard Balthazar. Okay. The Secret Agent. I love that film. I thought it was great. Oh, no. Okay, Dr. David's gone for Night of the Hunter. I've gone for Night of the Hunter. Well, David, we agree on something. Oh, isn't that a beautiful moment? Isn't it? No, okay. Can't believe Midnight Cowboy's not in the top 100. It's not even in the top 250. No. That used to be a popular film, didn't it? It's gone out of favour somehow. Balthazar, okay. Right, let's move on. We're getting to the top 20 now. We're nearly there. We're on 21. Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee. Is that one of the 100 best films ever made? Okay. Playtime by Jacques Tati. Well, you all know how I feel about that film. I can't bear it. And Late Spring by Ozu. And you all know how I feel about that. It's one of my favourite films ever. It vies with Audette as being my favourite film. So that's easy for me. Late Spring is an easy winner in that 3. And I'm going to pick the Spike Lee over Playtime. I know you're amazed by that, but Playtime just gets on my tits. I know there's going to be tons of people. I bet there'll be about 5 people saying Playtime. You watch. Here we go. Spike Lee, please no. I'm glad someone said that. Do the right, Frank. You and I are butting heads a bit. Secret Agent is for people with a brain who. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm missing out lots of Late Spring. I mean, come on, Late Spring should be in the top 10 for God's sake. Malcolm X. I don't like Malcolm X. I didn't quite get on with that. I'll be rewatching Late Spring on Saturday. Steve, you are in for a great Saturday. It's beautiful. I don't like Spike Lee. I don't like Spike Lee either. I think he's overrated. Can we do Impact Magazine next time? Okay, why not? That'd be a bit of fun. Tokyo Story is still my favorite Ozu. Okay, fair enough. The most interesting film I have seen. Okay, I apologize, Frank. I just can't get into that film at all. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. There's a lot. Yeah. This is great. I love all these comments, but I'm struggling to. Is the most auteur of any directors like the most unique? Okay, fair enough. Never too late to enjoy Late Spring. Oh, like it. Never know when to do. Oh, brilliant. Do the Right Thing is only good when you were 16. That's a good one. I like that. I like that comment very much. No Cool Hand Luke. No. No The Hustler. Nothing like that. Okay, here we go. We're going into the top 20, guys. Isn't this exciting? Apparently, these are the 20 best films ever made. The Passion of Joan of Arc, Carl Dreyer, good call. Seven Samurai, Akira Kurosawa, much loved. Apocalypse Now, Francis Ford Coppola. Now, I am genuinely fond of all three films. I find them absolutely fascinating. But there's a clear 1, 2, 3 for me there. The Dreyer wins, hands down. Passion of Joan of Arc. And I'm going to put Apocalypse Now above Seven Samurai. I know. Let's see. Japanese film fans will be outraged. Here we go. Hi, Francisco. Thanks for joining us. Big Tatty fan. Okay. The author of authors is Suzuki Sejun. Very interesting. The Hustler should be on the list. It's not. That kind of film is not on this list. It's interesting. It's gone out of critical fashion. Seven Samurai, Ombre. Okay. Seven Samurai. Apocalypse Now. Passion of Joan of Arc. Hackenbush agrees with me. Oh, Apocalypse and Samurai. Barry's gone for Passion of Joan of Arc. Apocalypse Now, nowhere near top best films of all time. Ooh, crimes. I can understand what you mean, but I do still hold a candle for Apocalypse Now, actually. The original theatrical cut, not the stupid extended cut. I like my Mifune as a cool cat, like in Yohimbo Osanjuro. Okay, fair enough. I found you because of your dryer video. I hope that's Carl Dreyer and not my hair dryer video, which is, of course, a masterpiece. There's no such thing. I'm joking. Passionate and Apocalypse Now. Passion of Joan of Arc followed by Seven Samurai and Apocalypse Now next. Mike, Apocalypse would not exist without Seven Samurai. Okay, fair enough. I'm just saying I kind of like Apocalypse Now, right? I like its craziness. Seven Samurai, you getting all sixes and sevens. Apocalypse Now, okay. Yeah, if you watch the extended version, it's a bloody bore. Oh, I thought you said you were in it for a moment there, Robert. Apocalypse Now. I thought, wow, you were in it. First on MDMA and on acid. That would have been amazing. Especially that scene on the boat when they've got all the flares and the guy's he's tripping out on the boat, isn't he? Okay. Okay, we're going up now into the top 20. Persona. We were looking for it, and there it is. It's 18th. Close Up by Kiarostami. Meshes of the Afternoon by Maya Deren. It's funny to think, when I first got into movies, no one was talking about Meshes of the Afternoon. Now it's considered one of the 20 best films ever made. Okay, so again, I like all three films. I would say Meshes of the Afternoon is third place, though, amongst that group. I've got to pick, oh God, Persona and Close Up. They're so brilliant. They're such brilliant movies. I apologize for this. Oh, God. I've got to pick between Persona and Close Up. That is ridiculous. I'm going to pick Persona. Sorry to Kiarostami fans, but Close Up is a wonderful film. That was a huge moment in my film going, but Persona is something really special. I think Persona, even if you're not a Bergman fan, it's one of those movies that everyone can watch it and get something from. It's just astonishing. Let's see what people are saying. The Redux version would catapult it down the rankings. I absolutely agree. Okay. Persona, okay. Yeah. Steve, yeah. Oh, sorry about that, Steve. You can go back and watch the theatrical version. Persona, okay. Meshes of the Afternoon from Frank. Okay, that's interesting. Close Up. The movie that changed my life is Persona. Right. Wild Strawberry, still my favourite Bergman. Close Up, You Have to. Right. Close Up is a crazy ride. Yes, it was. I need to see Close Up. Persona is gripping. Defo Persona. And the most difficult cluster there, I think, yes, it is quite difficult actually. But Persona just gets it for me. Just. Yeah, Close Up is brilliant. Vasilio is right. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Ooh, we're nearly getting to the top 10 now. Nearly. The Searchers by John Ford. It still gets into the top 20. Cleo from 5 to 7, Agnes Varda. You know, when I first started looking at these lists, that film would never have got anywhere near the top 50, even though it is a great film. And La Règle du Jeu, which used to be a standby in the top 10, but now is at number 13. It's still hanging on in there, isn't it? Well, actually, my favourite film there is Cleo from 5 to 7, Agnes Varda. And I would pick La Règle du Jeu over The Searchers. So there you go. So what were people saying about that one? I'm quite interested to see what people are saying here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, the scene where the film ruptures, it is amazing. Clear from 5 to 7, yes. Okay, I agree with you, Frank. Rules of the Game. Okay, Rules of the Game by the Patron, what the Cahiers Cinemas called him. Oh, that's interesting. The Search is from Davey. Agnes is amazing. Renoir's Rules of the Game. I have my reasons. Cripes, that's very mysterious. I have my reasons. Okay. Part where Cleo sings is kind of corny. Okay. The Searchers I like, but way too high in a list like this. I think so. Don't know why there was only one Renoir in the top 100. I know, it's funny, isn't it? What's happened to Renoir? He used to be, used to be one of the great directors, didn't he? Some people thought he was the heart of cinema. Interesting. Do you like Rogue? We've already had that conversation, actually, Dandy. I said that I didn't, but I do like Don't Look Now. But I'm not that keen on Rogue. I have issues with him. I might do a trying to like video on Nicholas Rogue, actually. Wow. That overlong fight scene, yeah, that's a bore, isn't it? Hello, Vic, by the way. Okay. Yeah, what has happened to Renoir? It's an interesting case study, that, why he's been downgraded as a director. He used to be the standard on the treatment of humanity on screen, didn't he? And that the use of camera and space. Oh, well. Oh, sorry. Cleo, Searchers, and La Règle du Jeu by Renoir. Stop, don't mention Casablanca. Honestly, I'll start weeping. Don't do it to me. Okay, here we go. So now we're getting towards the top 10. This is numbers 12, 11, and 10. The Godfather by Coppola. People still think that's a great film. Oh, God, I said that out loud. Okay, yes, The Godfather, Sunrise by Murnau, and Singing in the Rain, Gene Kelly and Stanley Donen. Well, I like all three films, but there's one film there that really stands out for me, and that's Sunrise by Murnau. That's a beautiful film. So beautiful. So, yes, Sunrise for me. And somewhat to my own surprise, I'm going to pick Singing in the Rain over The Godfather. I think in the past I would have picked The Godfather. You see, David, I can be happy. I can pick lightness over misery. Right, so let's see what people are saying. Bad timing. Art Garfunkel, though, is so irritating in that film. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that. Oh, well, never mind. Have you seen The Crimes of Monsieur Lange? Okay. I wouldn't say it's my favourite Renoir, but I have seen it. Yeah, it's sad that Renoir is fading away. A real humanist. I agree. I agree with that. Performance. That's more of a Donald Cammell film, though. Okay. Sunrise. Godfather edges it. Okay, Godfather is great, but would rewatch Singing in the Rain any day. Sunrise. Oh, there's an interesting variance of opinion here. Sunrise is miles above the others. I think it is, actually. Singing in the Rain for me, the Godfather is like a religion, overrated. I would agree with that. Singing in the Rain, a favourite of my wife's. That's nice. I've still yet to see Sunrise. I understand I'm in for a treat. It is a lovely film. If you can see it on the big screen, do it. It's just gorgeous. The Godfather, Singing in the Rain with a little umbrella. And yeah, but you picked Sunrise over Singing in the Rain. But Sunrise is lovely at the end when they come together in the fair and in the city. It's got some beautiful scenes. That bit when they're walking across the road and all they can see is the fields, and then they find themselves in the traffic jam. Beautiful. Yeah. Sunrise at Bologna this year. Can't wait. That's if the fuel holds out with the Iran war and everything. Singing in the Rain is a gosh darn pain, and Godfather isn't worth the lager, but Sunrise, while a mere surmise, is the best surprise. It's just beautiful, man. This is beautiful. Haven't seen Sunrise. It's worth it. It is lovely. We've got 53 viewers. It's amazing. Right, here we go, guys. We're going into the top 10. So Singing in the Rain was number 10. Now, at number 9 is Man with a Movie Camera, as Igor Vertov. Cinephiles love that film. They get really excited about it. Mulholland Drive, number 8. I do love Mulholland Drive. I admit, I'm quite surprised to see it in the top 10 these days. I do like the film, and it's my favourite David Lynch, and I would defend it. But is it one of the top 10 films ever made? Even I'm doubting it, you know. And then at number 7, a real popular film amongst modern cinephiles, Beau Travail by Claire Denis. God, that's overrated. If I was going to pick one of the most overrated films of the last 40 years, I'd pick Beau Travail by Claire Denis. I mean, it's a good film, but I think it's loved because what it's talking about, you know, all the sort of the masculinity and the men, you know, it kind of gets on my tits a bit. That's my least favourite of those 3 films. Man with a Movie Camera, look, I mean, it would be silly to say that Mulholland Drive is a better film than Man with a Movie Camera, but it's the film that I prefer. It's more me. It's more my taste. So there we go. I'll stick my neck out and I'll say Mulholland Drive. Yeah, the sunrise ending is very moving. It is. It's lovely. Okay. Mulholland Drive. Okay, good. Frank, we agree. Blimey. Okay. There is a lot of films on this list that I haven't seen, Vic. Yeah. Mulholland Drive. Beau Travail is one of the best films of all time as well. I can't agree with that, but perhaps I'm missing something. Mulholland Drive, but I need to see it a second time, by which time I might conceivably hate it. Fair enough. How is Mulholland Drive in the top 10? You know, I like Mulholland Drive, but even I'm surprised it's in the top 10. I'm not keen on Claire Denis. I've never got Claire Denis. Never got the fuss about her. I really haven't. It's amazing how Woody Allen and Roman Polanski are cancelled and everyone loves The Godfather about a bunch of murdering criminals who are meant to be relatable. I'm with you. I know. Incredible. Who likes The Godfather? Yeah. I don't know many cinephile or critics who really like The Godfather, so I'm surprised it's so high in this list. Phantom Carriage. I quite like The Phantom Carriage. It's quite good, isn't it? It's quite a nice film. Beau Travail is excellent. Vasilio. Okay, we'll agree to disagree on that one. Okay. Okay, here we go. 6th place is 2001: A Space Odyssey. Jules got upset with me when I didn't include it in my 30 films of all time. It is brilliant, isn't it? 2001: A Space Odyssey. Fifth place among the films of all time is In the Mood for Love by Wong Kar-wai. 5th place? You're kidding me. I mean, it looks nice, but... And in 4th is Tokyo Story, that film that bored Steve the Icelandic Psycho. Well, In the Mood for Love is 3rd place by a million miles there. I mean, I don't think it should be in the top 100. I'm sorry. The other 2 are masterpieces. Picking between them is like picking between, you know, 2 children, really. I apologize to Japanese fans. I'm going to pick 2001: A Space Odyssey because that film means so much to me. But I love Tokyo Story. I think it's brilliant. I don't think it's Ozu's best film. I think Late Spring is, but it's a great film. So let's see what you're picking, guys. Antonioni, nowhere to be seen in the top 10. Disgraceful. No Rossellini. I love 2001. Okay. A Proustian Journey. Cripes. I like Goodfellas better than The Godfather. I do. I think it's more true. Okay. Okay, brilliant. David, okay. Love 2001. All right, looks nice. Antonio, 2001: Space is my number 1, but Tokyo Story is my number 3. Wow. Okay. So they just came together there. Tokyo Story above 2001, William. Okay, fine, fair enough. Tokyo Story really, it is. It's a beautiful film. It is a masterpiece. 2001. Yeah, I don't get why Tokyo Story is seen as the best Aussie film. You know what I think it is? It's because of the death of the mother. And I think that's something that profoundly moves everyone who watches it. And I think that's why it's been chosen as the best Aussie film. And all of the Aussie films are brilliant. Okay, 2001. Where's the Goonies? Okay. 2001, Early Summer. I think that's his most sort of definitive film. That's the film that sort of defines what Ozu is about. It sort of sums up his career. I love that film as well. Mood for Love is a mood. 2001, great movie, great book. The movie is better than the book, I think. Never could get the hype with Wong Kar-wai. Neither could I. Neither could I. Now, The Godfather is better than The Goodfellas. Okay, all right. I prefer Goodfellas. 2001 is a pure cinematic experience. Lovely to see Ozu so high in the ranking. It is, isn't it? It's nice to see Tokyo Story retain its place. I think you've explained why Tokyo Story is the greatest Ozu. Okay, fair enough. Lady and the Beard. Yeah, that's probably the strangest Ozu film, isn't it? It's a very strange movie, that. The EastEnders of gangster films. I'm not sure that that's a compliment. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do the top 3. Here we go. Number 3, Citizen Kane. For most of my adult life and all my life, Citizen Kane was number 1. But then in 2012, it was overtaken by the number 2 film, which is Vertigo by Hitchcock. And then in the last iteration, number 1 was Gene Dealman, 23 Quai de Commerce, 180 Brussels by Chantal Ackerman. I did a video about my feelings about this list at the time, way back. No one's watched it. Bit of a controversial video about how I felt that this list came together. For me, to see Gene Dealman voted the best film of all time, depressing, I think, because it seems that the triumph of a sort of politicized, ideological approach to film over enthusiasm and cinephilia. Having said that, I do want to say, I didn't say this in the video at the time, and I do want to correct it. I do think Gene Dealman is a great film, right? But, you know, talking about cinephile enthusiasm, like, you know, us sharing our opinions, you know, of course, Citizen Kane and Vertigo is going to move more people and be more exciting. I think it's sad, really, that the Institute, you know, Jonathan Rosenbaum put it really well, that the latest iteration of this poll is the triumph of institutionalization over individual enjoyment and passion. And I kind of think that's true. I think that's a very good way of putting it. But all 3 films are brilliant, I think, in their own way. Personally, I would pick Vertigo as my number 1. And I would put Citizen Kane second and Gene Dealman third. But I do think all 3 films are brilliant in their own way. Let's see what you guys think. No, Frank, I look, Gene Dealman is a great film. It absolutely is. It's an incredible experience to watch it in a cinema. So I'm not against anyone picking it at all. Vertigo is coming up. It's just come up. Okay, Kane is number 1. Citizen Kane, still my number 2 after all these years. Okay, so 2001, Citizen Kane, and Tokyo Story. Good top 3 there, David. Citizen Kane, Vertigo all the way. This is political bullshit at number 1. Yeah, I kind of agree, really. But okay, I go with Vertigo. Vertigo, I couldn't finish Dealman. It's so boring. Oh, you didn't get to the end, though. The end's the best bit. Oh, okay, I won't spoil it for you. You know the ending of Gene Dealman, for those people who have seen it, you know, I was watching it in this cinema, right? It's a slow cinema film, right? 3 hours of just repetitive stuff. That's the whole point of it. But then you get to the ending, and I won't spoil it. And I'm not joking, right? This woman, about 3 rows in front of me, jumped out of her seat. She went, "Oh my God." It was hilarious. Yeah. Okay, so William's saying, I'm put off seeing the Dealman. I still put it off. I guess I might be pleasantly won over about it. It's best to see it at the cinema when you're sort of locked into it. If you're watching it at home on DVD, you'll get bored and walk away from it. You've got to go for the duration of it, then it works. Where's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Not on the list at all. Not even in the top 50, 250 at all. Vertigo is the best. It's so chilling. Yeah, I agree. Oh, wow. Jean and Kane are miles above Vertigo. Interesting from Barry there. Citizen Kane is not my taste. A lot of people don't like Citizen Kane. I love it, I have to say. Vertigo for me. Yeah, okay, I agree, Vic. After finishing, I was so confused by my own apartment. No spoilers. Well, I didn't give any spoilers, did I? Vertigo is everything. Beautiful, perverse, insane, tragic, pathetic, melodramatic. Absolutely. I agree. I love it. One of my top 6 or 7 films of all time. Love it to pieces. Rear Window is better than Vertigo. I know what you mean. It's more perfect, but Vertigo is more haunting. It stays with you more, I think. Kim Novak is still with us. Ah, lovely old Kim Novak. Fingers in my ears there. Not my favourite position. Okay. Well, guys, there it is. The 250 films. How do you feel about that Sight and Sound list? There's a lot of crap in there, isn't there? A lot of films that shouldn't be there at all, and a lot of films that are missed and neglected. And some of them are way too low down. I mean, the Antonioni and Rossellini are far too far down that list. It's outrageous. Leclerc's not even in the top 100. What? Outrageous. But thank you for staying with me for that. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did. Nice little game there for a Tuesday night. Really need to go now. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for participating. I'll get into Howard Hawks one day. I do like Red River. Scarface. Yeah, okay. Flick chart. We'll see. We'll see. Shite list. Tell it like it is, Cliff. Come on. Collab one day. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to do the Black Narcissus collab. I'd love to do that. I'd love to see how you edit it. That'd be great. Thanks for staying up, Steve. I really appreciate it. I'd rather watch Body Double. Is that with Melanie Griffith? And that really irritating lead actor. What's his name? Mike, your videos are more than a treat. Best wishes. Thanks, Facilio. And thanks for your poetry tonight. Thank you very much. Was a laugh voting. Thanks, Cliff. I never liked films before the 1960s, but then I educated myself and I appreciate stuff made for their time. Citizen Kane will always be a great film. Yes, it will. Yeah, it is brilliant. It is absolutely amazing. There will always be legions of people saying it's overrated, and it's not. If anything, it's underrated. That was a lovely chat. Good night. Thank you, Maura. Thank you. It was a lot of fun going through the list. I quite like it. It's quite nice paging through it and arguing with it, isn't it? And getting annoyed. Thank you for the rundown. I enjoyed that. Thanks, Mega Rocket. Thanks for joining in. This is getting really surreal now. It's like a Bella Tarr movie. A great big bowl of uneatable soup and finding the kitchen in darkness. Cripes. Black Narcissus would be my top 10. It's in my top 10 as well. I love it. Those wonderful faces, Deborah Carr and Kathleen Byron and Gene Simmons. Oh, it's fabulous. Like lovely colour. All right, guys. Well, I'll leave you to it. Thank you for joining in. I really enjoyed that. And we should make our own top 250, shouldn't we? Let's ignore all the blooming profs and the boffins. All right. I'll see you later. Thank you and good night. End stream. Thanks, Anderson. Thank you.